Ah, there we go. All right. Hey, everybody, what's up? It's me, Craig X, and I'm live here in Toronto at Vapor Central. We're getting ready to kick off the Karmic Cup 2017, and it should be lit. And my audio is a little bit muffly. Todd, I don't know if we can do anything like that. Maybe you can turn it up a little bit. Are you monitoring that? Because the audio is not so great. Todd, it's kind of audio is kind of muffly. I don't know if there's anything we can do about it. We're doing our best here. We've had some. Just give it a second, see how this sounds. Check, check. Weird. Okay, well, I guess that's as good as it's going to get for now, guys. I apologize. Audio's a little bit muffled. Y'all got to do what you got to do because we're here live at Vapor Central. See? Doing it. Hey, Vapor Central, say what's up to Pot TV. They're kind of stoned. You'll have to forgive them. We are in the place to be, getting ready to do the show. We're going to have some exhibitors. We're going to have some vendors. We're going to have some organizers, hopefully. We're going to try and do a whole bunch of shit. We're also supposedly going to be giving away some products here this evening as well, too, from some of the sponsors. We'll see, of course, who shows up, where and when, and how it goes on. It also looks like the Facebook stream stopped. So we're going to see if we can get that started again. Always something here on the live streams, especially when you're on location. But bear with me. I'm trying to make it happen. Hopefully it works. If not, well, we tried. We'll do it on YouTube anyway. We make it up as we go. And honestly, I think sometimes you guys just tune in to just see if I fuck up. It's kind of half the reason I think you guys are actually watching me sometimes. Anyway, you guys let me know if I'm doing it, if it stays, if it goes. And if it's all fucked up, well, at least I tried. Anyway, I am back. This is my first time back on Pot TV in over a month. The last time you guys saw me was episode 104, which was from the season finale of season 2. It was Jen and myself out at the mansion in West Van on the side of the ocean, having a great time, smoking the weeds, doing all the dabs, counting down our best moments. It was fantastic. So, and then I took a month off. Well, actually, I didn't really take a month off, per se. I started working on Studio 710, got my office up and going. We started getting ready for this. I'm getting to revamp the website. Hell, I think you even saw me catch up on some of the old episodes on Expert Joint's YouTube page. But in the meantime, we're... oh, well, thank you, guys. What's up to everybody in the chat? We're trying to come back here. We're doing our best we can to bring you an episode of Karmic Cup special here from Expert Joints Live in Toronto. I was supposed to be doing the show yesterday at its usual time slot, but unfortunately, there was a medical issue on the flight, which caused us to be diverted to Winnipeg, which caused me not to get into Toronto until like fucking 7:30. So I had no time to get down here to do the show and make it happen, so we came here instead tonight. And we're sort of kicking off the Karmic Cup 2017. Little precursor party here. We got some of the squad in the place to be. Thompson Caribou over there. We got some of the folks from Everlasting Extracts in the place. Some of the Danker homies. We've also got a couple folks from the Cup. Some of the vendors and exhibitors. I am grinding. Working hard. Never stop. I'm also grinding my fucking ears because they're going bad again. I've been trying to work on that since I've been off as well too, but not working so well. But anyway. Work in progress, just like everything. It'll be a lot of fun tonight, hopefully. We'll see if everybody shows up. We're supposed to have a number of exhibitors who are coming through. We're also supposed to have one of the organizers who's coming through. And that should be a lot of fun. So for those who can bear with us here, we'll see who comes through to talk. Of course, the plan is... how's it going, guys? Good, good. Sorry, we just got people coming to the place to be, trying to be organized. Anyway, we're supposed to be giving away some free dabs and stuff. Sorry, there's just commotion going on back off camera here. We're trying to figure out who's here and what's what. Yes, anyway, we're going to have a few of the exhibitors come up, some of the sponsors come up, apparently, and I think even one of the organizers. Sorry, it's hazy in here. It's a little bit confusing in here, but we're making it happen here. I'm hoping, just trying to actually stall out for a minute to talk to one of the organizers. But first of all, the big news that came out just a few minutes ago, well, a few hours ago at this point, the location of the Karmic Cup has been announced. The venue where the Karmic Cup will be is 512 Church, I believe, is the location. It's on my Instagram. You can check out at Expert Joints. That is the new spot where they will be holding the event this year. Let me double check that address. 512 Church. Yes, 512 Church. 512 Church is the location for the Karmic Cup this year. So go on and check that out. Come join us tomorrow. We'll be starting the stream. And yeah. Oh, are you guys all together? Okay, well then, perfect. Diane? Hey, okay, let's get her on a mic and we'll get her up here. Sorry guys, we were just reserving it for this, you know, yeah. Okay. One of the exhibitors or one of the organizers just showed up, so that's good. So bear with me. We'll see if we can get her up on here to start talking a little bit about the event and give us some more details. Of course, like I was saying, the venue has been announced. So if you are one of the guys who has a ticket or you want to get a ticket or you want to go, you were waiting for the announcement and you missed it, 512 Church. Go there, check that out. Starting tomorrow. I think it's like 11 to 7 or something like that. Let me check the picture again. We might have even been on the picture. 11:30 to 7:30. Perfect. So you can check that out for the exhibit grounds, for the vendor area, for all that good shit. And then, of course, the panels and speakers will be done here at Vapor Central. So we hope that you will toke up and tune in for some of the coverage, and that we will be able to Honey Badger guys. So yes, we're going to try and stream the panels. We're going to try and stream some of the stuff from the event, and we will be doing our best to put out the panel speakers who will be from here. Right now the broadcast gear is having difficulties because we don't have the audio. What's going on, guys? We've got video but no audio, so we're working on that fix. I'm also going to try and stream from the exhibit ground so you can see what's going on from there, of course, technology permitting. And then we will do the awards ceremony on Sunday night as well too. But anyway, for now, that's sort of the update. That's what's going on. I've got Cheyenne, one of the organizers of the Karmic Cup here, one of Sarah's lovely assistants, if you will, who's going to come chat with us. Unfortunately, Miss Sarah Sunday can't be here today because of my fuck up. She's way too busy to come today with the event kicking off tomorrow. She cleared a small window to come see me yesterday, but of course I wasn't there yesterday because of fucking WestJet, and is what it is. So when she's ready, we'll get her up here, and we will be happy to go ahead and give her some more information. Yes, flying does mess up my ears quite a bit. Unfortunately, it really sucks and it's really tough, especially when you have to take off and land twice. That makes it even worse. And that's what I had to do, which is why I always get direct flights. But anyway, moving forward, please, let's bring her up here then. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please welcome Cheyenne.
Hi.
Come on in, grab a seat. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing tonight?
Great, thank you.
Good. Good to see you made it in.
Yeah, and good to see you made it down. Thank you. Sorry about yesterday, and sorry to everybody who was trying to watch or who was supposed to come out. But we made it happen best we can. We salvaged the show. The show goes on, like we learned last year with the Karmic Cup.
Exactly,
There's no stopping us.
precisely. Yeah, everybody was super understanding. It's one of the best things about working in this community is that everybody's really compassionate. So it was really nice. It was not a hassle.
So can you just, so people know, what do you do? What's your role with the Karmic Cup?
I am handling all sponsorship and social media inquiries. So anything related to Instagram, Facebook, anything online mostly. and anything pertaining to our 2017 sponsors and vendors. Yes.
And handling, of course, the Instagram as well, too, for the most part. Having a lot of fun doing that. Instagram.
Yeah, it's been a blast so far.
Right? It's an amazing tool. Yesterday I had such a problem, I just, help me! And like a dozen people were like, okay, I got you. Now I got plenty.
Absolutely,
more than I probably need for the weekend. So
yeah, for sure.
It's a great tool, and of course, it's been very valuable. We've just put out the announcement on social media that the location, the venue was announced. 512 Church.
Yes, absolutely. 512 Church, downtown Toronto. I believe doors open or gates open at 11:30 a.m. Yes, sir.
Anyway. Whether that's true or not, but that's what the post
said. Absolutely, according to the post.
Right.
And I believe it's running until 7:30 that evening, both days, Saturday and Sunday.
Brilliant. Can I offer you?
Yes, of course.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
So we happy to have you here. I'm glad you came through, and thank you for helping set up some of the sponsors and shit like that.
Happy to do it.
I'm going to make an announcement. Hang on, watch this. Hey everybody, just so you all know, Honey Badger Extract showed up, so they're getting set up out front here, and shortly I'll let you know who got some free shit. But in the meantime, thank you very much. If you want to see and hear what's going on a little better, feel free to jump over on pot.tv, expertjoints.com, as well as YouTube, Pot TV, Cannabis Culture Facebook, basically everywhere. We're streaming the best we can. We thank you very much for hanging out, and hang in just a minute. The sublimators are beginning to warm. So yes, we're going to also be giving away some free dabs here. We've got some of the exhibitors who are coming down. Of course, we're going to get the guys from Honey Badger on the show, which is awesome. I've met them a couple times being out here in Toronto, and of course the last time I was here they laced me out with some really nice goodies that I was happy to get, and I've smoked it many a time in the Dablarian, so shouts to Honey Badger, the place to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but you know, yesterday's my troubles yesterday are nothing in comparison to what you guys had to scramble and deal with last year. So this year, it looks like it's going a little bit smoother.
Yeah, well, that was kind of the purpose of, I know a lot of people were a little bit anxious and a little bit frustrated to get the event, kind of to know where they were going to make their plans accordingly. But this was definitely the safest way to do it, was to release it last moment, to kind of keep it secret and kind of hidden for a little bit. And yeah, so we hope for the best.
Well, we know the regulatory culture here in Toronto is maybe not as positive as we are in Vancouver.
Unfortunately not.
And we heard the big announcement today that Ottawa is going to, Ontario is going to sell all the weed themselves because they don't need anybody who knows what they're doing.
I believe they've mentioned 40 to 60 shops so far, if I'm not mistaken. That's what they were quoted as.
That wouldn't cover fucking a quarter of Toronto, let alone Ontario.
Absolutely not. I believe before all the raids was 500 or so that was within the city of Toronto, within city limits or something like that, the GTA area. So it was quite a few that were open and operating. And a lot of them were serving patients in the community in some sense of the word. So.
Do you know how much cannabis sold last year?
I know how much I sold last year. I'm not sure about others, but
all of it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's
there will be plenty. There will be plenty to go around at all times. Oh, and Diamond also showed up, so there'll be two kinds of free shit. Plus, we got a Datterman, Danker, and all the guys. We got some more guests coming up in a minute here. So stay tuned. We got a. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
What the fuck? How did? Oh. Oh my god, dude! I am so sorry. I will replace that. Mic stand fell. Knocked one of the glass pieces. Oh my god. I am sorry. Wow. Whose is that? Is that yours? I'll replace the glass, dude. I'm sorry. I had no idea that would happen. Yikes.
Damn.
Show goes on. We just knocked the mic off and it knocked my man. Hey! We have a replacement for the meantime. Dude, I'm so sorry, man. I'll get Enrico to send you one. We'll make it happen. Wow. Mic stand fell off in the wrong spot, hit the guy's sublimator, broke it.
I guess it wouldn't be an event if there wasn't a bunch of mistakes going along the way. But like you said, we got it replaced already, so beauty of the community.
Oh, I'm a little sick to my stomach. Just turned a little white there.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, we managed. When the show goes on, this continues. I can't believe that happened. I'm a little sick. I feel sorry for this guy. I just really broke this dude's stubby.
The best thing about glass is that it's replaceable and repairable. So that's the best thing about glass. How are you?
I wanted to jump to grab it, but I wasn't fast enough.
I had of all spots to hit. Okay, so right, so what we need to know at this
Seaway Valley extract, one of the sponsors too, and you can get these away too. How's that working? You want to get these away?
Perfect, we'll do that as well.
Thank you so much.
Perfect, yeah, well, we'll talk about it during your segment here. We'll get you up in a few minutes.
Absolutely, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Here, see? Look, good things happen. Good things happen.
So, Karmic Cup this year, what's the highlights, what's the keys to know? How many vendors, how many exhibitors? Of course, we know the kit had 125 items.
Yeah, I believe that there, without quoting an exact number to misquote, there were north of 30 sponsors. There were north of 30 or 40 vendors. I think there was a few more vendors than there was sponsors this year. The judge participation has been absolutely amazing. The contest participation has been absolutely amazing. What the sponsors have been putting up in terms of giveaways and contests has been outstanding. Another thing to note would be that High North is conducting all the testing for this year. I can't quote whether or not they did it last year, but I do know that they are operating all the testing this year. All the results are in, so everybody can look forward to seeing those this weekend.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the test results. Those will be coming out, maybe available, obviously, this weekend as well, too?
I believe, if not this weekend, then very, very shortly after. I know, as we all know, there's a lot of things that come up and arise, so we'll work through what we can and we'll get them up as soon as possible. That's for sure.
Brilliant. And of course, the awards go down Sunday night. I believe they're going to happen at the venue. Is that correct?
I believe they're going to happen at the venue, if I'm not mistaken.
What I heard. Well, stay tuned. You'll see.
Absolutely. I believe if it's not yet to be announced, then it will either be at one of the VIP judge locations or it will be at the event. But yeah, I believe that's to be announced or is within the judges guide, the 2017 judges guide that was released to all judges this year.
Yes. Well, y'all make sure you stay tuned for all the updates on that. And of course, there's still tickets available. Can people get in? General admission. If you want to go to the event, can you still go to the event?
You can still get in. Tickets online are $30. You can buy them at karmiccup.com. Every ticket comes through email and everything. All tickets are transferable, all of them. So if you want to transfer, if you want to share with your family, whatever you need. And I believe tickets at the door are $20 to $25, if I'm not mistaken, and that's for a one-day pass. And then for the weekend pass, it is $35 to $40, I believe. And yeah.
Sounds like a good time. Glad you can still get tickets for it. You want to get tickets for this event. I also have a question. Chat room, can you hear the music in the background? Can you hear the house audio? Do you guys hear any sound or music in the background? You can't hear it? Okay, because I don't want to get hit with copyright. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wouldn't that be all we need tonight?
Right? Let's just double check that that's not too loud. Hang on. Sorry. Bro, I am so sorry. I will find a replacement for that. We will get it taken care of. I can't believe that happened. I had no idea. And
it's a piece of glass.
And like two inches either way, man. I'm gutted. I'm gonna try and compose myself, but fuck, bro. God damn.
That is really lucky. That's what you should be thankful for.
Big man. Sorry. Big man, whatever it takes, man. I want to make sure they get a new one, okay?
No, it's gonna be fixed. It's fixable. The guy that makes them is gonna come here. I'm gonna give him.
Oh, okay, so they can fix it. Okay, thank you. Sublimator's the best, man. Sub the fuck up. Shouts to Enrico and everybody for making it happen.
Absolutely.
Huh? Pretty soon. I'm a little rattled right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the subby's going to be fixed. The sublimator rep was actually in the house. They had a replacement item for it. It's gone as best as we could, and we didn't hit the expensive one. But holy fuck, are you kidding me? Moving on with the show. The show goes on.
It sure does.
Hey, it's live. What are we going to do? I'm trying to relax. Tie me up. Right, so we've got a bunch of exhibitors to come on up and talk to us today. We got a few of them on deck ready to go.
We do.
I think we're into the time slot with them. First up, we got the guys from Refresh It, right?
Yes, we do. Really, really excited to hear from them, actually.
Well, let's get my man from Refresh It up here next,
For sure.
and we'll swap you guys out.
Awesome.
And then we'll let the show continue. Does that sound good?
Perfect, absolutely.
Brilliant. Well, we're also going to talk with these guys next, so maybe we'll post them up here for a second. So while we get these two switched over, thank you for coming through. Anything else we need for right now? No? Good. Okay, great. We'll talk to you in a bit then. trying to make the quick flies on the drop. What's up, brother? We'll get you up in a minute. Oh, Kayla, I'm gutted. But it can be fixed, apparently. Oh, come here for 1 second.
Came up, I'm like, I feel like something's about to happen. So I came up, and like, as I came up.
Oh, my God. Come sit for 1 second. Check. Todd, is this thing on, too?
No,
the handheld?
I don't want to talk to the group.
Well, no, this is just to show. Ladies and gentlemen, from Vapor Central, this is the lady in charge this evening, and most of the time, let's face it, if you know her, I can't say she's necessarily the boss, because you might have a boss. I don't know how it goes, but she still has a boss.
We all have bosses.
But she's kind of the boss around here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kayla from Vapor Central. What's up, girl?
How are you? A little stressed out.
It was a rough day, and that just about went bad, but it went as good as it could.
No,
The sublimator
yeah,
reps
we
in the
have
house, and we got replacements. And,
We got lots of
Vapor
things.
Central's got everything you need, right?
We have everything. Even if it broke, I still came up to see if you needed a rig, but apparently there was an extra, so it worked out perfectly.
Yes.
Luckily.
We're also, well, this is because you guys are so well prepared, right?
Yeah.
At this point, you guys are, of course, hosting some of the judges throughout the month, really. It was Cuptober last year, but I guess it's Cuptember this year.
Yeah.
And of course, the panels and speakers tomorrow. But you do all sorts of shows, comedy shows and musical acts. I mean, there's always something going on here at VC.
Always. There's jazz, we have DJ events. We're having one next month, actually.
Oh, word. With who?
It's going to be a surprise. We're still booking some artists, but it's going to be Friday, October 13th.
Uh-oh. That sounds like a good day.
For Halloween theme, so everyone who loves Halloween like we do, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Blood dabs.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Probably very terrifying for most, but very cool for us.
Pumpkin terps, left, right, and center. All the pumpkin terps. Yeah, right?
If anyone has pumpkin spice terps, they want to, let us know. That'd
You
be
get
cool.
free entry into Vapor Central
Yeah,
for the
get
day if
free
you come with
entry.
pumpkin terps.
Yeah,
Love
the
it.
best pumpkin terps, we're all about that.
I love it. Of course, if you guys want to come out here, you want to check it out. 667 Yonge Street. You're open every day, 11 to 1, right?
Every day, even holidays, so don't call and ask because we're open.
$5 to get in?
$5 ID, bring your own weed, bring good vibes, no bad attitude, do your
Or tobacco, right?
No tobacco or we'll kill you.
There you go. Other than that, make sure you follow along Vapor Central on the websites, on the Instas, all the socials, and come support my girl here. Thank you so much. You're as lovely a person as you are a lovely a person. You guys have been a fantastic host. I love coming here. Thanks for letting me take over and fuck up your room for the night.
No, that's fine. Perfect. I love when you guys are here. It's a fun time.
Appreciate it. I'll let you get back to it, girl. We'll catch you later. Thank you. Just ambush here for a minute. Okay, up next here. We ready? Come on over. Woo. I'm not touching. I'm going to be letting. But I'm.
We can pull this further.
That might help a little bit. I don't want it too much in the shot, but let me see here. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's better. Perfect. We can go to right about there. Oh, too far. There. Yep. It'd be nice if this was out of the way. That camera's sort of in the shot, but otherwise, okay. Here we are. The show goes on, making it happen. Just making it up. With me here from a company called Refresh It is my man
Disco.
Disco. What's
Like
going
the
on,
dance.
Disco? Please
Nice to meet you, Craig.
How you doing,
nice
man?
to meet you, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Please, thank you for being here. So, tell them what Refresh Shit is, because you got to stir the package and see the label. It's spelled Refresh Shit.
No problem.
So, what the hell is that?
Simply put, Refresh It is a versatile, all-natural odor eliminator. Keywords: versatile, all-natural. So what does that mean? So
Yeah, I
that
was
means.
just going to say, what does that mean?
So that, as part of its key functions, it not only removes the odor of smoke or cannabis from your car, your clothes, your home, but the really unique thing about it is that it can remove any type of permeating odors from your hands.
Really?
Okay, and Craig, you seem a little stressed out today.
I'm a little
Okay.
proud. I'm working on calming
So
down.
you're gonna love this, okay? So if you don't mind, I'm gonna spray you. That's it. Now the beauty of our product is you can use it on your hands. You can use it on yourself. How's it smell? Minty fresh, right? So I'll tell you why.
Aromatherapy and shit, right?
That's it. Look, you already look better.
Menthol terps, bro. Mint terps.
So the cool thing about our product, what makes it so unique? It's made with 3 key ingredients: tea tree, lavender, and mint.
I smell the tea tree and the mint.
Awesome.
Dimitri. Yes, definitely. I know Dimitri. We went to school together. What's up, Dimitri?
The cool thing about why do we choose these specific essential oils? The cool thing about tea tree is that it's antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, and it will eliminate any odor upon contact.
Yeah,
so that's the nice thing about it.
That shit will make your eyeballs sweat too if you get a lot of it. It's right. It's a little dab will do you.
You know, and from hearing back from our clients, you know, we created it for that purpose. But what are people using it for? You know, tea tree oil to get rid of any type of insects in your house without killing them.
Yeah.
To get, you know, if you got a scab.
I was just saying scars and shit. I got a friend who has a scar, puts tea tree oil on it.
Let's say you're camping and you had to go to the washroom somewhere and you had no toilet paper. What are you going to use? Something safe and sanitary. That's the beauty of the tea tree oil. So the other cool thing about it, and why do we choose lavender? Lavender is what's de-stressing you right now. That's the beauty of lavender oil. Not only that, I know you work out, and when you're done after a workout and your muscles are all sore and everything, I just spray you down, and it really helps with the soreness of your muscle, with the blood circulation. It's honestly an awesome essential oil as well, too.
So when I saw it and I heard about it, I just saw eliminates odors. So I thought, okay, it's some like stuff you spray, you know, to cover up for your weed smell, or maybe in the bathroom, something like that. But it's way more than that.
It is way more, and that's why the key word is the versatility in our product. The mint, I'll finish off with the mint. That's the cherry on top, and that's what gives us that cool, breezy sensation, you know? Exactly. But what I really love about our product, it is vegan. Again, there's no cancer-causing chemicals in it, no carcinogens. Be informed with the products that you use in your house. And the beauty is, we don't test on any animals, and it's safe to use around your pets and your children.
So, is there anything it can't do? I mean, maybe the dishes?
No, because you can use it on any surface whatsoever. So if it really came down to it and you ran out of water and you wanted to clean your dish, here you go, look.
Technically, I was just saying, can you even eat it? Is it neutral? I mean, I guess you wouldn't want to deliberately drink a whole bunch of it, but
no, because now my mouth is permanently menthol-like for the rest of probably the night. But the point is that you probably couldn't do that with our competitors.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd spray it in your mouth.
There's some orange sprays that I see and shit like that that are very orangey and scenty, but they're very artificial and very chemically, and I wouldn't do that for the life of me.
And at the end of the day, it's not like I'm trying to sell you on the scent of my product.
No.
I'm just trying to sell you on
the functionality of the product.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the most important part, because in about 5 minutes, the smell dissipates. But so does everything else.
Yes.
So that's the nice thing about it as well, too.
So if I was interested in this fine product, how and where would I be able to get it?
So we're very, very fortunate. The easiest way to get it from us is refreshit.com. Now, refresh, shit without the I.com. And because you came all the way down from the States here today.
Vancouver, actually.
Oh, Vancouver, amazing.
Vancouver.
Doesn't matter. It's from the other side of the country. I'm going to provide you with a little package here that we put together for you.
Oh, shit.
And for everybody watching and for everybody that's here, if you go to refreshit.com and you live in Canada or the US, enter Karmic Cup in your shipping code, and I'm going to give you free shipping just so you guys can try this product out, okay? We really, really appreciate the support.
Bro, that is incredible, man. Eliminates odors neutrally, refresh it spray, looks safe for everything, all natural, hippie approved. It even got a puppy on the label. Yo, what do you want? It's got a puppy on it. Shouts to Parker. I miss you, little man. This is great. I'm happy you came through. Are you going to be down at the grounds tomorrow?
We will be down at the grounds Saturday and Sunday. Come find us. If we don't find you, we would love to spray you down.
That sounds mildly entertaining. Also kind of a little scary. But I'm sure it'll be a good time, man. Disco's going to dance around you, man. Do the thing. This is fucking awesome. Refresh it, spray it. Like I said, it actually says like refresh shit. What is it? I don't know. Refresh shit. Hey, brilliant. Anything else we need to know, man? Is there Instagrams? Is there any sort of social? Of
course, please, everyone, spray the love at Refresh It. So refresh shit without the I, SHT at the end of it. Spray the love. We really appreciate it. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Craig. Thanks so much for having me, brother. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you,
man,
guys.
Disco,
Thank
man. Go check that out. The shit, minty fresh, man. I like it. Do you want to take this one, bro, with you? Get spraying people down. I love it. Okay, up next is supposed to be my man from the Seaway Valley, folks. Yeah, right over here. So, Todd, we're going to get this guy on a mic next. Hang on, brother. Just we'll get you there. 1 second. He's going to come up in a minute here. Yeah, we're doing great. Thank you. Hey, chat room. How's it going? You guys having a good time? I'm a very small chat room. It's very hard to see in the screen right now because I've got my monitor on my little backup computer, and it's tiny right now. But I appreciate a lot of people watching. Hey, the Weed Queen's in the house. What's going on? Ren, tell Freddie thank you very much for the positive messages and shit like that. Med THC Ontario. Yes, I will get some of the squad on a little bit later. In the meantime, I've got my man coming up from, let's see, who's next here? From Seaway Valley Extracts. What's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. Craig. What's your
Nice
name?
to meet you, Craig. I'm Matt.
Matt, pleased to meet you, man. How you doing?
Hey, good.
You think I got your logo in here somewhere?
Yeah, it's rendered kind of small, but you can see my name there.
It's kind of cool. It'll be little, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I actually did that. It was funny. I did that in the passenger side of a car on the way to Toronto, just before the deadline. That's the kind of...
you know what?
This is our first cup event, or first time as a vendor.
Oh, wow,
so,
man, that's
it's
super
been a
cool.
hell of an experience, yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter what's on the little window, because most of these cats are watching on the phone, and it's like microscopic.
Smaller than that, yeah.
But tell them, what's your jam? What do you do? Yeah, what is Seaway Valley Extract all about, bro?
Well, I can make all kinds of extracts, basically, but I tend to go for the vape pens. These are nice ones. They're ceramic cartridges, which taste better than some other, like there are some that got a wick inside. You'll see them, they're closed. These are just taste a little better.
Can I crack one open?
Yeah, please.
All right.
That's either mango or watermelon. We can flavor them, or I leave them. You know, if I get a nice strain, I'll just leave that flavor.
What do you use? I mean, no, I don't want your proprietary secret per se, but is this like a distillate or?
Yeah, no, there's no secret. We don't do distillate yet. These are just like a liquid shatter, you call it.
Okay.
And it does have propylene glycol in it. You can use the cut.
Right.
But they taste good. They're fresh. That's probably a watermelon one. It looks a little red.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does have some watermelon to it.
Yeah, watermelon and mango. I got one in my pocket. This is the one I actually entered in the cup. Actually.
I was just gonna say, did you enter it as well too, or you just exhibited it?
Yeah.
What's your jam?
Yeah, I entered it as well. Try this one. This is what I entered in the cup. So that has not artificial flavoring, but no extra flavoring added. It's lemon kush.
No
blended
additional
with
terps added.
Yeah, that's right. By Jack Hare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, blended 2 oils. So you can really lemony. I had to cut the lemon.
It does have quite a lemonness to it.
If I didn't cut it halfway, it was overpoweringly lemon. Like, it tasted unbelievably lemony. Like, the terps are unbelievable in this. So I had to cut it a bit.
I've found sometimes when you add terps back into something, like got some distillate, drip a little terp on it and shit, it ends up like my next 2 or 3 dabs out of the rig still tastes like fucking terps, man. It's crazy. So
yeah.
So how did you get into this? I mean, if I can ask, I mean, how did Seaway Valley come about?
I was doing it for myself. It was for some time. It was really lack of access to really high grade weed, so I would extract it myself, or just to have the extracts. I like vaping pens. I got a hold of a couple in my hometown. It's pretty small. I'm from Cornwall, so only 50,000 people, So I got a hold of some pens, and that's a great way to smoke because you can take it with you anywhere. You can. In theory, you could smoke it in the shitter on an airplane, or I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah, because they say don't vape.
I absolutely would not do that.
No.
But I'm just saying, you could.
If you were silly enough to do it.
Well, I used to work in an office too. I was a manager before I quit to do this, and then smelling like grass all day long, just didn't cut it in the boardroom. You know what I mean? So if you want to smoke, and
part of the reason I left the boardroom.
Well, yeah, me too. It wasn't flying.
Are you
Canada's Wonderland. You gotta go out to the car to smoke. Right. That's no fun.
And I smoke these big giant king sizes and shit like that, so they burn like a fucking half an hour and shit like that. Who's got time for that? I mean, to me, I love joints, and I've said it many times on the show. It's expert joints, not expert vape pens. No disrespect.
No, I get you. I love them too. I wish I could get away with it all the time.
That's the thing. Once in a while, you've got a time where you can't smoke a joint, but you still need to smoke something.
You're getting me through, right?
And you move on, right?
That's right.
So where do people get your products?
Right now, you've got to talk to me, or we're getting them into the dispensary soon. Tomorrow, maybe at the Karmic Cup. So we're just out. It's one of our first times out, looking to make connections.
Oh, good. So do you have like a booth, or are you just gonna be on the grounds? Yeah, you got a booth
we
tomorrow?
got a vendor tomorrow.
Nice.
Vendor this year. It's our first time.
Well, that's cool.
So it's a lot of fun. We actually went out to the West Coast a week or two ago to the Cannabis Cup.
The High Times Cup, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
the
yes.
High Times Cup.
Yeah,
check things
I
out.
judged that too. I was supposed to host it, but I was already at the 420 Cup. It's
You were
cup
lucky,
season.
man.
I had like 300 plus, like more than 300 samples in like 13 days or 11 days or something. It was
It's
hard
hard work, man. That's hard work.
It
Sounds
was
like fun, but it's hard.
It's a lot to get through. But I've tried your pen, and when you that had a familiar sort of taste to it. If I can remember, I think I voted fairly high for it, but I probably shouldn't say that because I don't want to spend it. But you're going to be giving away a few of these tonight here at the event too.
Here, take a few of these.
Oh,
you can give them away to a few people if you like, and I'll give a few of these away myself.
Appreciate
Enjoy
it.
them, yeah.
So for more info, is there like a
you can go to our website on Instagram at Seaway Valley Extracts or our Facebook page, and we post some videos. I've been traveling all around. We post videos of me acting dumb, going places. So that's my thing.
Hey man, nothing wrong with acting dumb, but it looks like you're doing it. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thanks for having me on. Nice to meet you.
Hey, you too. We'll see you around this weekend. Hey, good luck. I hope you do well.
See you tomorrow.
Cheers. Thank you. So up next is going to be my man from Honey Badger Extracts. I guess we're going to get one of you guys up next because you're up next. So Todd will get you mic'd up. And are you guys ready to start going? Yeah? You guys ready to start serving? Everybody's good? Look, ladies and gentlemen, good news. The dab bar is open. If you want some dab samples from Honey Badger Extracts and Diamond Concentrates, you can come on up here and just help yourself. My man's first up in line. You out here with the Liberty Farms one we did a while back, that's right. And lined up to get in there as well too. Ladies and gentlemen, please come on through, enjoy. These are entrants in the Karmic Cup. They're vendors at the Karmic Cup. You'll be able to see them this weekend. And coming up to the stage next to talk with me is my man from Honey Badger Extracts. Come on up, bro. So we're going to get Honey Badger Extracts up here next. And because I forgot before, because I was still sort of out of sorts for a second, here's the Refresh It logo. Check out my man Refresh It. Shouts to Disco for him doing his thing. Spray. Yes, my ears are bugging me. I'm trying not to sit there clicking away, but I know I'm clicking away. It's bad. It was all the flight fuck around and shit yesterday. Now I'm going to show you the can. Check it. Now everybody's all packed up here. Please just be careful of the camera, though. Thank you so much. She has a snake wrapped around her neck. It's true. You can see in the camera there. It's just the little back of a snake around her neck. Pretty cool. Anyway, so my man from Honey Badger is going to come up here, and we'll make it happen. We're good? Come on in. And I got a logo in here somewhere for you guys, too. There it is. Hey, what's up? From Honey Badger Extracts, we've got
Josh.
Josh, what's going on, brother? How are you?
Good, man. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Well, we chopped it up a little bit back here at one of the previous events. I think it was here for the Cannabis Life Conference or something like that. And you guys laced me out with some delicious fucking dabs and then sent me home with a little care package.
Yes.
Dude, that was so heady. I'm still smoking on that shit back at the house. People come through and they're like, I want to try that. I haven't tried it. And everybody who comes through the Dablarium, which you see me on Instagram, if you watch me do it enough, I still dab your guys' shit. It's one of the first things, legit, not just you sitting here, but it's one of the first things I legit go to.
Thank you so much, man.
I get an opportunity to smoke all the concentrates that I want. I've got 150 some in my collection and shit, at least at this point. And still, you're on one of the top of the list. So
That's
congratulations,
awesome, man.
guys.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Give them a quick rundown. I mean, I'd love to have you if you're in Vancouver for a proper episode, or maybe we can do a Skype in sometime one day. But give them a quick one. How did Honey Badger come about? Where did you start? How long have you been doing it? And how'd you guys get into it?
Honey Badger is myself, my brother, and our good friend from high school. Been selling weed since we were kids and making oil and hash. And we saw the industry booming. We saw this coming, and we jumped on it as soon as we could. It's been working great. Thank you.
Hey, man, opportunity is opportunity. You got to get in where you fit in, right? And we know they're constantly moving the finish line and shit. We're not going to turn this into a what do you do later, but you see the demand. You see people lined up. They're literally halfway down the building here now, lined up trying to get in, to get seated in here, to get themselves some free samples coming up from you guys. So obviously you're sponsoring at the Cup. You're exhibiting vending at the Cup tomorrow as well too.
Correct.
Got a booth? Yeah.
Yes.
And are you entered in the Cup?
We are.
Oh, trifecta! Hey! What did you put in, if I can ask?
I don't know if we're allowed to tell you. I guess I
Well,
can.
you don't have to put in maybe tell me what number you were, or what sample it was. But what was your variety that you did?
We got Purple Candy is indica, and MK Ultra is indica. So 2 indica categories.
Concentrates, obviously.
Yeah, sorry. And 1 entry for sativa concentrates was Frankie's Incense. That's one of my favorite smokes of the year. The flower and the shatter were just both delicious. And for the butter live resin, we entered Godbud, grown locally out of Kitchener. Fantastic work the guy does. Turpty, very good.
I've had your MK Ultra Shatter. I've had the Alaska Thunderfuck, and 2 more that are escaping me at the moment. But I went through every one of those concentrates, and there was a handful that stood out. I don't know if it was necessarily yours or not, but there was a few of them that really stood out. And if your MK was in there, I bet you that might have been one that stood out, because there were a few in there that looked kind of familiar and tasted kind of familiar. But I didn't want to go and start comparing packaging.
Yeah.
You got to just ignore that. Plus, I had between that and the High Times Cup and the 420 Cup, and just some shit that I was smoking with the Temple of Calyx to see what they thought of some shit. I sampled more than 300 samples in like 13 days, 11 days, something like that.
It's a tough life, isn't it?
It is. I mean, people say, yeah, but I mean, to a certain degree, it's not that easy when you gotta sit down for 2 days straight and just bang through samples and check
honestly,
shit.
yeah.
It's a task, but it's a fun task. But a lot of people couldn't get through the amount of weed that you got to get through and the amount of time that you have to get through it, and that's tough. But it's a great way to have to go.
Yeah, no, it's definitely for the seasoned smoker, I think.
Right? Yeah, judging is not for the faint of heart in these cups, I tell you. Even a light cup has 30, 40, 50 entries and shit like that. These 100+ entries are difficult in the amount of time you get through. Like, how do you legitimately go through 25 or 30 edibles in 10 days? How do you know which was the one that actually got you high?
And you got to hope they're taking their time and really breaking it down. And as far as judging the effect, I think you got to try to take a break between each category and sit down.
And then when you've got to judge CBDs and topicals on their effectiveness, you need time for all that to really see how and if they work. And theoretically, you should be like, okay, now I need to start the morning fresh with a something, see how that goes. To be able to do 143 samples from High Times, I had 5 days. I did it in 2 because that's the only amount of time that I had it. 21 hours actually. But it was non-stop grind, and by the end of it, I was high, tired, and then I took a day off and started this one. So it's a good way to go, especially when we've got guys like yourselves entering. So sometimes not everything's on par with the level. I find that I think it should be in cups. I think some of the stuff that I should be cracking, especially some flowers and stuff, should be like, oh my god, what is this? I haven't smoked anything like this forever. Holy shit, this is next level. I unfortunately find it not just Karma, not just High Times, but in most cups, I'm pulling out shit that doesn't compare with the stuff I got from my dude. They're fucking $90 an ounce.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I talked to somebody, said, I'm not going to say what cup it was, but I talked to some judges from several cups where they pull it out, they look at it, and they just throw it out. Some of the stuff, by looking at it, you just don't even want to smoke it.
Yeah, well, I've got the bud can, the close-up can over here, and I put all my concentrates and stuff under that first, and I look through it, and unfortunately, I see more particulate than I would like. I see little hairs, I see dust, I see shit, I don't even know what that is, I see lots of bubbles, like just shit that's not supposed to be there. And if it doesn't look good enough, I won't touch it. I don't go wicked pot snob. I'll try and find like a little clean section on some things maybe. But if it doesn't look good enough, I'm sorry, I'm not going to judge it.
But I guess on the other hand, I'm happy that people are trying. I'm happy that people are coming out. There's so many people at it right now, working hard. It's good to see.
Yeah, well, you guys are obviously doing really well out here at East. A lot of people don't know you so much out West yet. Where and how do people get your products, and give them the rundown on the websites and the socials and shit?
Check us out on Instagram, of course, at Honey Badger Extracts, all one word. We don't have a website up yet. We're going to be launching a website for apparel very shortly. And if you're at the festival tomorrow, come by the booth and check out our apparel. We're launching a couple different designs. Nice. Check out www.shatter.store. We're on their we have a full menu on their website now.
www.
Yeah,
Get a weed maps.
we have we're on their brands forum already. So if you do search us on Weed Maps, you'll find a little bit of information. Starting Monday next week, after all the Karmic Cup craziness, we're gonna get on board with Weed Maps. We're gonna start getting our pictures uploaded more.
Shouts to Trevor, shouts to Bieber, shouts to Mariah, shouts to everybody from Weed Maps Canada. Of course, all the homies down in Cali as well, too. Jack, Devin, everybody making it happen. Shouts to the Weed Maps crew. I'm sure we'll see them throughout the weekend. And shouts to Honey Badger, man. I appreciate you guys doing it and coming through, supporting the cause. And if you ever come to Vancouver, let me know. We'll put you on an episode of Season 3. I'd love to have you guys on, man. You're solid dudes. I appreciate you reaching out to me. I am so sorry about the fucking rig, dude. The odds of that happening where it hit, I didn't know it was there. I didn't know it was near the...
It's just one of those freak occurrences, you know?
If it had gone 2 inches the wrong way, it'd have been worse. If it had gone 2 inches the other way, it wouldn't have happened. I obviously didn't know it was even that close.
Shout out Sublimator.
In the house right
John
now.
Mark is right here. He helped out us out to save the day.
So they're gonna. They not only had a replacement, but they said it's totally fixable. They're gonna fix it for you.
Yeah, man, it's no worries.
If there's any cost or anything like that, I'll put it right on here on the internet. I will cover any expenses if there is anything. If not, Enrico, you know I love you. I give you all kinds of promos, so fuck it. Plus, I'm still waiting on my sub cages, bro. My bird is healing nicely. I need that sub cage for the XLR 3.0, bro. Just saying. I gotta get some of your products here before I go again. You see the people still coming back for them. It's
the lineup is like back to the door now. It looks like.
What's on the menu? What are you guys serving up tonight?
Tonight here at the table we have Purple Chem Dog. It's a heavy hitting indica. For the sativa fans, we got some grapefruit. Beautiful flavor on there. And there's one other one as well. It's not coming to mind right now. Surprise.
He must have came to mind just before you came up
It's
here.
the one that I dabbed before I came here.
Right?
It's the surprise selection if you come up to the table. And come see us at the booth tomorrow. We're going to have much more than the 3 that we have tonight.
Yeah, if you're watching this right now, you got some time. Come on down and just join us here in the spot. Come on here, get some free products. It's great. Otherwise, come on down, get your ticket, your $30 for the event pass for the weekend. Come on down, go to the booth. They'll dab you out there. And if you tell them Craig X sent you, they'll say, so?
Promo code Craig X.
Promo code Craig X gets you an extra 10%, not off, but on top of.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to charge you more if you drop my name. No, dude, it's really cool you guys being out here. Thank you for the support. Any plugs, shouts, anything else you want to say or do?
If you're in Hamilton, very good initiative being put forward by, I believe, Clint from MMJ.
Yes, Justin Clint.
www.facebook.com/Hamilton Boast Dispensaries.
Yes.
Just getting everybody together and trying to get some cannabis-friendly counselors in a position to help move our cause forward. I think it's a great movement.
Man, shouts to the man, Clint, the cover girl himself, boy.
Yeah.
Highway Magazine, superstar. I asked him one time to autograph it before me, and he was like, okay. I'm like, fuck you, man.
He would have done it.
What the fuck? He would have done it.
Yeah.
He would have done it. No, that's cool, man. Shouts to Clint, man. And shouts to everything they do. I hosted a fundraiser with them just a few weeks ago back in Vancouver and shit.
They're always doing something, eh?
Right, and last night I was on my way to MMJ because it was what I was making happen. They came through today with the same.
Yeah, I
shouts
saw
to MMJ.
Carrie took care of it.
Oh, yeah, man. Carrie hooked it up, man. Shouts to Karina for doing it, man. Shouts to MMJ. You want to check them out. Do they carry Honey Badger projects by chance?
They have for a long time, yeah, back and forth.
Love it. Well, stop by, see if they've got it. If you're lucky, they have. If not, hit them up on Instagram, and they'll tell you where and how to make it happen. I love it. Keep doing what you do, dog.
Thank you, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
so
It means a lot.
Okay. Up next is supposed to be my man from 91 Supreme. Cheyenne? 91 is supposed to be up next, I believe. But in the meantime, come with the squad for a second. Squad. While we wait for 91 Supreme to show up, it's my man Joe from the Squidard. What's going on, brother?
What's happening, man? How's it going?
Good, good. You grab the microphone for a second. Oh, you're going to talk to him for a second? All right. Just put me on my man here while you find him, get him on deck. Todd will get him where. Perfect. Okay, great. My man from 91 Supreme is going to be up in a second. I just got my boy Joe here for a second, filling in for a second while Todd's going to get you mic'd up. Good to have you around, bro. What's going on? I don't have the squad logo in the spot, but I'll find it. As you said, oh, there it is. Hey, you good?
I'm awesome, man. How you doing?
Good, man. Sorry, it's been a little frantic.
Yo, you didn't get a chance to really judge because you've been overjudged this year, I think.
I have. I have done too much judging.
It's kind of like went out for dinner last night. We got over meat. It's too much meat at once, and it's like, how can you judge it all?
Bro,
Too fucking much.
I enjoy it, but yeah, when you get to the point where you're just force feeding yourself, you're just taking little nibbles of it just for experiment's sake, it's tough.
Edibles was kind of easy this year because some of them were easy. I just looked at them and said, I take a bite of that, and it's going to get a 6.
Yep. It happens, man. Well, squad, we're hoping you guys are doing well. Of course, I got my man up next year. I don't want to keep him waiting, but I just saw you sitting here
Everybody
for a second.
coming in tomorrow morning. Everyone's flying in tomorrow, so.
Yeah, Sai
Come
and
check
Big
them all out.
Chris and everybody. You guys will be around?
Yeah, man, we'll be around as usual.
Well, you're going to be here for the rest of the night, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Well,
we're going to go get some dinner soon.
All right, well, people were asking to see the squad, so I got you on for now. Hopefully, we'll see you again pretty soon. Otherwise, we'll catch you this weekend. And now, okay, Todd's going to get him switched over. I didn't realize he was so close to me at the time. I thought he was further away. So, there it is. Looking at logos, looking at things. Hey, guys, how we doing? Everybody looking okay? Sounding okay? We're good-ish? Oh, it looks like fucking Facebook dropped out again. I guess I'll try it once again. Fucking Facebook. I don't know why it keeps crapping out, but... sorry about that, dude. I thought you were further away. I
all good,
couldn't
man.
see
It's all
past
good.
the lineup of people and shit.
It's pretty crazy. It gets smoky too, so.
Right? Introduce yourself.
I'm Andrew. I'm with 91 Supreme. How you guys doing?
For those uneducated, what is 91 Supreme?
91 Supreme, we are a shatter company based out of Vancouver. We've been in the game for about a year now, about 2016. Thank you very much. But as a collective, we've been in around 10 years.
And can I ask sort of how it came about, how the project came and started? You started putting it out?
We just wanted people to have quality meds at a quality price, you know what I mean? Like a lot of companies, some want to rip people off and not really get the good stuff out there, but we focus on the great stuff, you know?
Yeah, well, it's important, man. You got to have quality, man. You know, cheap shit is cheap shit. People are going to buy cheap shit, but if you can get cheap and good, I mean, you look at the model that Thompson Caribou, just the guys who were up here before for a second, same sort of deal, man. Patients over profits, and when they came out, man, they were bringing down the pricing to be more affordable for a lot of people.
I like the stuff that Thompson's doing for sure, man. They're doing good stuff for sure.
Right, and it's good to see other companies that, I mean, I get it. There's the high end,
yeah,
and then there's some crap you don't want to smoke.
Well, we have our high end like live res, and we still have that at a great price too. And then we also have an in between, which is like our fresh frozen sap, which isn't quite like live resin. We cut it and then freeze it and then process it.
But still dope. I'm sure
Still
it's
good
dope.
though. It's still got a lot of those terpenes intact from that freezing process because it's flash frozen, right? And then we have our quality commercial shatter, which is still quality quad buds, man.
Man, I love it. Where, if people want to get it, where is it available?
We're in a few dispensaries in Ottawa, a few dispensaries in Hamilton. I know we're in a few dispensaries in Toronto as well. You can go to www.91supreme.com and order directly as well.
I was just going to say, you got a website?
We do have a website.
And are you entered in the Cup this year?
We're in the Cup, man. We got a few entries. We have a booth at the Cup too, so that's going to be awesome. We're going to be giving out free dabs and dabs of live resin on donation, so should be really killer, man.
Is this your first year in the Cup, or?
Yeah, this will be our first year in the Cup, and definitely my first year participating as a vendor.
What do you think? Have you ever judged anything before, or is this?
I mean, I've been around in the industry for a few years now. I actually used to work at Vapor Central for a bit.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't myself participate, but I got to see all the judging and the awards, and I know a lot of my friends who were judges and stuff like that. So it's really interesting to see the spread. Like I was able to see the spread and try some of the buds and stuff like that.
And do you think you can tell which one was yours? And what did you think of your competition? You don't got to give us your number or anything like that. But how do you think you standing, man?
Well, from the
how confident do you feel?
Because we did a dab bar the other day at Borrowheads. My good buddies over at Borrowheads and Sublimator. We were both throwing down for a sesh there on Saturday, and a few of the judges actually tried our product and kind of guessed which one was ours, which was pretty killer because.
That's cool, man.
Quality stands out, you know what I mean?
Oh, dude. Yeah. I mean, if you've got a fire product, people are gonna know. And appreciate it and recognize it and want to come back for it. Plus, there are some fucking nerds out there who know their shit inside out, and their memory for profiles, it's like they're like wine sommeliers and shit like that. They just, oh, this tastes like the so-and-so from such and such from so long ago, and you're just like, how the fuck do you even do that?
I've definitely had that experience 100%. Like, especially dealing with a lot of people and stuff like that, and being sociable like I am, and I like to let people try the product and stuff like that. And,
well, if I had my regular sublimator, I'd be trying it right now and shit like that, because I usually got the show subby, but you know, we're on the road, this is an impromptu show. But you want to come through Expert Joints Live one day and come by the studio and do a real proper sit down on a real episode on a Thursday one day?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
You guys, for sure. You said you're based in Vancouver, right?
Yeah, those guys are based out in Vancouver. I'm one of the reps out down here in Toronto. Yeah.
Killer, man. Yeah, well, we'd love to have you guys be a part, get a chance to go through it. Where did the name come from?
It's 91 Supreme is it's gas, you know, the high-end gas. High octane, high-end gas, right? So it just really stems from that and like being like the higher end kind of. Well, and we do have a lot of great gassy flavors like that. We do have some 91 El Jefe. Super gas, this one right here, man.
For more information, Instagram, how do they find you?
We can 91.lifestyle on Instagram. You can send any inquiries there. Like, you're more than welcome to shoot us a message anytime, man.
Plugs, email, website, anything else they need to know?
Well, we got the email and the www.91supreme.com where they can order direct.
Perfect,
At 91.lifestyle for Instagram. My Instagram is Andrew Alias. So
get it in. Get the plug in.
If you want to hit up me, Andrew Alias on Instagram.
I love it.
Go for it.
I love it.
I'll be open to any questions.
And you'll be sampling tomorrow down at the event.
We have tons of samples. I think we have some shirts to give away, some swag. You know what I mean?
My man.
Lots of information. So I will be there myself. I got my mothership ball rig. We're gonna be hitting dabs off of that. So we got a few ships to hit. And
okay, well, make sure that I don't come around it with a mic stand.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Luckily, Subby was in the house to fix it, but goddamn. Anyway, I mean, I've got 3 subbies at home. Yeah. I understand what my man just fucking went through, because I'd have been pretty miffed for a second as well, too, especially if I was about to do this. But the weed god saved, and it makes it happen. That said, those super expensive fucking $20,000, $30,000 bongs and shit, that's why.
Yeah,
that's why.
Some people just, you know, some people just should stay away from those kind of things.
I mean, I love it, man. Well, I can't wait to fuck with this, I tell you that much. I will definitely hit one of these up later. We'll get you guys to come out on the show. I'll definitely try one tomorrow. We'll be walking around with the camera crew, and we'll come by the booth and see you and shit. Anything else you want to plug, anything?
Shout out to everyone for coming out to Karmic Cup. Hit us up for some free dabs and come hang out, man. Get some info.
Well, we'll see if I hand you some trophies on Sunday night with Sarah.
Oh, dude, I hope so, man.
Best of luck, brother. Nice meeting you, dude. Thanks for coming through, man. Show my man. All right, yes. Push that back in. Make sure it's nowhere to the edge of the stage. We can zip tie it to the fucking table. God damn. Everybody enjoy those dabs? Yeah, nobody's got nothing to say, so I'll take that as a yes. You're all high and shit? Yes, we're getting thumbs up from the Danker dudes. Danker.ca, that is. Shouts to Vapor Central for having us. What's up? Up next is supposed to be Diamond Guys if they want to. If not,
Greengo is first.
Yeah, okay, sure.
And Bogart is on the
Perfect. I'll stall out for a minute then. All right, well, coming up on here then next is... Here they are. I have it in here somewhere. This guy's the Greengo logo. And sitting down from Greengo is my man
Evan.
Evan, what's going on, Evan? How are you, dude?
Pretty good. It's nice to meet you, Craig.
You too, brother. Thanks for coming through. Sorry, I saw you there earlier, but I wanted to come say hi, but I was running around a little.
You're busy. You've had some hectic days, I've heard. I heard the whole story on the internets.
Yeah, the internets. Sometimes I keep that shit private, but it was just like you know what? Y'all gotta see this, because if I really told everybody the whole story from just the progression of everything, by the end of it, you're just like, and there's me out puking in the bushes. Anyway, out the side of the cab, it was pretty awful. But we feel much better now. Give them the rundown. What's Greengo?
Well, Greengo is a Dutch company that started in rolling papers about 10 years ago. They make all unbleached, environmentally friendly products. Like all the packaging is made from recycled material.
Okay.
The tips are made from recycled unbleached paper. It's totally chemical-free and unbleached. 100% Arabic gum for the glue line.
As I just sparked up, a smoking. Now, everybody knows that I fuck with smoking papers. These are the smoking masters that I use. I've used them for a lot of years. I like the narrow profile of them because I'm known for the King Slim and I don't need the extras. So they hold about 1.1, 1.2 fairly well. Got to give shouts to smoking. That said, these are unbleached, a different thing, all recycled. I'm happy to always try and stay on top of new things on the market.
There's some king size slims for you.
Oh,
filter tips if you like.
Oh, well, I'm not trying to fucking hate on anybody and anything, but I'll be happy to smoke these as well too.
They're FSC certified as well. The paper itself is Forest Stewardship Council. They make sure that everything is sustainable and it's not coming from a bad source.
That I can appreciate, man. No matter what brands I typically fuck with, I do appreciate the
A lot of brands are starting to jump on the FSC thing, and that's good.
Yeah.
The more people that do it, the better.
Well, I mean, you know, big guys, small guys, everybody. Not to compare apples to apples, but good to see multiple companies doing FSC, trying to make it happen and protecting our environment, man. Because let's face it, we got to do it. So they are what are they?
They're a Dutch company. They're produced at Opapierna paper factory in the Czech Republic, which is a Delfor Group paper plant that they're all about environmentally friendly, negative carbon footprint kind of stuff, putting water back cleaner than they got it, allowing workers to unionize, all sorts of, like fair trade, good things.
Nice feel on it too. Not all heavy. Again, are like they all the same paper material?
Right, they're all the same. They're the 14 grams per meter square, FSC certified unbleached wood pulp. So it's wood pulp that has never been treated with any kind of chemicals. There's no solvents, bleach, or any other bleaching agents other than chlorine, but it's totally chlorine-free. And so they started out as a cool rolling paper company, and then they started seeing other things where they could help the environment, or at least things within their own community. They're a Dutch company, so they in a lot of coffee shops in the Netherlands.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure are they popular back home? I haven't been there. So.
I went to Amsterdam last year. It was the first time I ever went. I went there, good times, and everywhere I went I had Greengo. I've never heard of Greengo before. So why isn't this in Canada? These are great papers, and I use one of these grinders. This grinder is made from recycled weed containers from the coffee shops in the Netherlands. They're having plastic issues because of all the cannabis packaging in the industry, and so this company is sort of taken to the forefront of trying to make things better in the plastic waste department. They make trays, rolling trays out of the same material, so they don't wash the containers. There's a label on it that tells you the strain and the THC and CBD content.
So there's a little bit of just funk in it.
There's a little bit of weed crystals probably still trapped in there. Obviously, there's no THC present because of the heat it takes to melt plastic.
And you wouldn't really want to smoke that after, even if you did pick it out of the plastic.
If you go to greengoproducts.com, there's a YouTube video that shows you actually like how they make it, how they collect it back. The actual factories are in the Netherlands, and they employ like socially disadvantaged people to work at the factory and everything. Like, these guys are totally cool. And
they sound like good guys.
The next thing that they're doing, I don't even have it in front of me right now, is biodegradable hemp plastic. They started working with a German company called Gaga Trading, and they produced or invented this hemp fiber-based bioplastic that is 100% organically made and biodegrades into organic material. There's previous attempts at biodegradable plastic has been actually like plastic nanoparticles held together by biodegradable material. So you still end up with plastic in the environment by the end of it.
Man,
so now they're making it from like byproducts of paper manufacture, like stuff that they would have incinerated. They use it as part of this material now.
Man, these guys are really on it.
So it has a negative carbon footprint. They're actually stopping things from being incinerated and using waste products to build things.
Hang on 1 second. So there's no lineup right now. It's a great time. If you want another dab, come on up and get some. There's no wait. Just walk right on up if you're quick. If not, it'll be a short line. But start making your way, because I might just have to go down there and just start getting in on it. What are we dabbing down here? What's the flavors? Oh, we got some tuna up here, and some purple goodness, and oh, it's good. Come get it. Yeah, there you go. Give her two. She was first. Here you go. So for more information, website, social medias.
Yeah, like Greengo-products.ca is the Canadian website, or you can go to Greengo-products.com is the international site.
And how did you just like the product so much you hollered at them and said, hey, I want to rep your shit in Canada, or what?
I looked into them, and it turns out I had a connection. And so I went to Tilburg in the south of the Netherlands, where their TGC Trading is located. It's like a big wholesaler of smoking accessories in the Netherlands. And Greengo is one of their brands. I met the guy who invented Greengo. The guy it was like totally impressive. Like, this guy's an expert in everything he does.
Oh, everybody's a fucking expert.
Rolling papers and plastic products he knows stuff about.
That's really cool, man. Yeah. And you guys hit it off well enough, and here you are. And if people want to get a hold of you, is there like an email, or can they reach you on Instagram?
If they go to the website, greengo-products.ca, they can contact me through there. I have Instagram at greengo.ca and Facebook, Greengo Canada.
Where are your products available at the moment?
Well, you can go next door and get them at
THC. There you go. Just that simple.
There's lots of places you can go. Rocherama, Best Buds Forever, Hayes Boutique in Brampton, Pipe Dreams in Ajax, way out Oshawa.
All the hot spots. I love it.
Well, places even on the East Coast. If you're in Halifax, go to Mary Jane's.
You have to bring some out west. I'm gonna have to roll one up, man. It'll be the next one I smoke. I'll have to let you know how it goes, bro. If I would have had this better timed, I would have. Anyway, I'll still keep going. It's a very cool story. So you got a booth down at the event this weekend as well, too, or?
I don't have a booth though, but I sponsor.
Oh, okay.
So
that's what it is.
So I'll be there.
Cool.
And getting out papers. Come roll a joint with Greengo.
Right? Awesome. You got the doob tubes and everything.
Yeah, this is it's called the Savorette. This is actually a patented plastic compound that's heat-proof, burn-resistant, and non-toxic. You can use it to extinguish a joint and save it for later, and you won't smell where you're going, so you can be discreet about it.
That's handy, because the roaches tend to be a little funky.
Yeah, well, it was originally designed for cigarettes. There's a different style.
Yeah.
And, it's a very cutting-edge material. It's long-lasting, it doesn't break, and you won't lose the cap because it's attached.
Super innovative. These guys seem to have thought of everything, it seems. Well, that's cool, man. For more, check out my man Evan here from Greengo. Appreciate you coming through, dude.
Thanks for having me, man.
Appreciate it, man.
I'll see you later. You want this tray, man? The tray and grinder? They're yours.
Thanks, man. I'll definitely. I'll try this tray right now. What the hell? Let's give it a shot. We're rolling a Greengo paper. And I will. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'll give a few of these away.
Sorry if I'm crowding your desk. Give them to your friends or everybody.
Oh, man. Trust me, man. You can never have enough rolling papers. People love them. So
if you want something to bring back west with you, no problem.
Thanks so much, man. I appreciate the offer. Cheers, dude. So we'll roll up the next joint and see how that goes, man. My man from Greengo threw in here. Shouts to the squad. They just took off here. Up next is supposed to be. Okay. Somebody's coming. I'm not sure who it is, but they're coming. Everybody doing good? Y'all still enjoying everything? Facebook seems like it's still sort of going. YouTube is still sort of going. I don't know why the Facebook has been so annoying, but anyway, it's here. Again, sorry about the jaw. It's bothering me today. But sorry, just getting off camera signals here. Of course, Honey Badger and Diamond will both be down at the venue tomorrow and Sunday, handing out more dabs, so you can go down there and see if they bring other flavors. But please, come help yourself. They came all this way just to give you free weed. It would be offensive not to come take it. And as we sit in here, who, my man?
Dave.
Dave. What's up, Dave? How are you?
I'm great. You?
Good, thank you. You're from?
Dirty Dave Limited.
Oh, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm great.
Good. So what is Dirty Dave Limited all about?
We, grow cannabis, organic, veganic, no spray, no non-toxic cannabis, and a bunch of other cannabis-related things.
Cool, man. And you're, are you entered in the cup? Are you sponsored vending the cup?
I sponsored, as well as I enter every year a few products. I really like it. It's a real good way and springboard to judge, some of my crazier ideas.
So, how do you think you've done this year? What do you feel? Do you think I'm going to hand you a trophy on Sunday?
I already suffer severely from anxiety.
So I don't even want to get stressed out about it.
Oh, man.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I feel good about what I entered this year. I'm happy with it. I put my best foot forward, and listen, you know what? And there's a lot of really great entries in there. So
yeah, you can't be upset if you. I mean, going into up against 128 entries and shit like that. It's hey, I got a shot at it, and hopefully it comes up. So without giving away what you think is maybe your entry number or whatever.
I know what my entry numbers are, but I'm not telling you.
Yeah. But what products did you enter?
My hybrid bud. My hybrid shatter.
Okay.
My beautiful salve. My salve is a full plant salve. I'm really proud of it. Not so much in a commercial way, but we're old farmers, and
sure.
We use the whole plant, from the root to the top,
right.
The fats and waxes, plus as well as I use other native roots and that. So I entered that, and I entered an edible.
Is this your first Karmic Cup, or you've entered before?
I've entered before. I came in second in organic last year.
I was going to say, I recognize the name from last year.
And the first year I, ate it pretty good. But that's okay. That's what it's about, is learning and, improving from, where you come from, and we're changing and evolving all the time.
You got to stay on it. You got to keep moving, man. Keep moving forward. The evolution is just incredible as it continues to move and grow forward. And if you sit still,
we're smoking organic one.
Nice.
See, not only are we organic, but we quit spraying anything on our plants at all. We battled like everyone. We battled things forever, and we never seemed to get ahead. And we found that once you go back to nature, everything's there. Predator mites ate every last spider mite I ever seen, and so we no longer spray nothing on our plants ever.
You don't exactly.
And it affects everything from the oil on down.
Well, you want it. That's the whole thing, especially if you're making extracts and shit. You got to be really careful.
Exactly. I always tell people that listen, there's not a poison filter on the shatter maker, man.
Right?
There isn't.
Well, that's awesome, dude. I appreciate you coming out, and I love people who care about and are concerned with the quality of the cannabis they grow, trying to put out the best product available. That's what it's about. Not necessarily, can I get an extra fucking half an ounce on this? Or
there's no question that when we moved from chemicals to organic, our yield suffered. But you know what? Our marketability gained, so it's
I mean, your product quality probably improved as well too.
For sure, and like I always like to say, we smoke the most weed out of anyone. I smoke a lot of goddamn grass, and so you're only poisoning yourself. And not only that, everyone I love, smokes our grass too, and so I don't want to poison them neither. And not a lot of people think of it like that, but if you poison your grass, you're poisoning, whoever smokes it, man. If your little brother, your mom, or whatever. So yeah.
I think I'm not about like heavy regulation and big control and shit like that, but I do feel there's a certain level of accountability and responsibility that you do take on if you're putting a product out to the public, no matter what it is, and you have to be accountable for what that is. You can't be harming people.
And I agree totally, and I feel that the market will straighten that out. I always have real fun at 420 and Cannabis Day, and listen, I do exceptionally well, and there's people selling pot for $3 a gram that don't even sell it because people are more knowledgeable than ever.
Right.
It's just insane. It's so hard to sneak a mid-grade joint by even without people being all, Jesus.
Look at this. Yeah, well, it's true. I got a little bit of flack on Instagram while I was judging the High Times and Karmic Cup kit. because I'm going through hundreds of samples in a matter of days, and if I happen to spark a joint and I don't like the way it tastes and the way it's burning and shit, I'm not going to smoke it just because it's there. I'm putting it out and moving on to the next one. But if I find something that's in there that's good and that I enjoy, I'm smoking that fucker, best believe. But people are like, oh man, you're leaving weed on the table.
That's my entry, so we'll see if you can guess. You can't, though.
I sampled over 300 things in like 15 days or something.
I really like it too, you know, because I make a lot of products. And, you know, I didn't really believe in rosin. And I got to try some rosin I didn't hate. You know, so now I'm going to make some rosin, but on really low temperatures, because I don't like putting the temperatures too high.
Well, go talk to my man, Dabberman, over there. Yeah. Hey, Dabberman! We'll get him up later. He's my rosin go-to guy. So,
but, you know, I make exceptional shatter. My shatter is just of the heavens. But, you know, I always thought rosin was, not for me.
Right.
And I was surprised by it anyways. And there's some really beautiful black hashes in there, so it was really neat. The CBDs, I'd never gotten to try CBD before.
No.
So that's the great thing about the cup. You get to really expose yourself to all these different things.
Exactly. It helps keep it innovating and shit. You get some of these new products that are great. What I love about this is the fact that you've got all these new companies who are always emerging. You look at, again, shouts to Thompson Caribou. They won one cup like 2 cups ago, and the next year they came back and won like 7. And who knows how many they win this year, of course. But it's
well, sure, that's what I hope for too.
Right?
You know, my first year I hurt really bad, and people think even when you know the last place, people think, oh, that guy must have just chucked it in there. Those guys care too. I care too. Sometimes it's good to be taken out of your box and understand that, you know, you need to change things.
Well,
and it's good for that too.
But see where you fit against your peers and shit.
Right. And not just about grass, but like with my salve, I take great pride in my salve. But, you know, I never really put beeswax in it. I keep a cold house, and so my house at 70 degrees, my salve was like a rock, but everyone else was, oh Jesus, your salve's oiled, eh? And so after last year, I understood I had to add beeswax to it, and it was a real positive.
It's just, again,
a progression.
The more you can progress it, the more you can evolve it, and the better. There's no reason to stay still. If you're doing something well, you don't need to change it. But if you can improve it, there's no reason you should ever stay like too comfortable with it. If there's a way to refine and always make it a little bit better, you should always at least consider it, whether you're doing it or not. And when you notice something, hey, I can make a little change, and wow. So good for you, man. I mean, that's it's good to listen to the people, and they're going to speak on Sunday.
Well, one that's easy to sit at home and just, you know, everyone compliments you at home.
It's true. Oh, okay. If they can.
Might be a sample.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a small announcement. I have a lost and found item. Somebody has lost a little jar of goodness. I won't say what is in the jar, but check your pockets. If you had a jar that you now don't have a jar, and you got to be honest with me because you're going to have to tell me what's in the jar. It looks like it would be something I would probably want back. But now this is honest system, and if I get multiple people up here, we're going to arm wrestle to the death or something. But if you just recently lost a little jar that you don't know you lost, I have it. So you're going to have to identify it, and there'll be skill testing questions. I'm not going to even tell you what they are right now because I got to keep this sort of aloof so we don't give it all away. But yes, if you had a jar and you're like, fuck, where's my jar? It could be in my hand, all right? So that's the latest. And if not, well, I was just going to say that I'm keeping it. Possession is 9/10 of the law, y'all. We'll give it away on YouTube or some shit. I know you're all stoned and shit like that. When everybody's all high, they don't want to be all like, woo, but can I get a hey for Bot TV? What's up, y'all? I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Well, I'm going to yes, move on with the show. Get my man, next man up here. I appreciate you coming up.
Really nice.
Great luck, brother. I appreciate it, man. Well, good luck for the weekend. Hopefully, I hand you another trophy on Sunday.
Lovely.
Take care, brother. Oh, careful with this. Let's get Todd to switch over the microphone. And if I'm being honest, I hope nobody really comes to identify it.
Holy ground. There's a little bit of live resin in it. It's a dark about this big.
What color is the lid? That's it? Found. He called it too. He identified it and everything. Yes, coming up next. All right, from Bogart. Come on up, brother. Yes, if you will, BHO guard, it looks like. Bogart, depending on how you want it. Tomato. It's my man.
David Schaefer.
David, how are you, brother?
Nice to meet you. How about yourself?
You too, man. Thanks for coming through. Those unfamiliar, can you tell us who and or what is Bogart? Or BHO guard? And can you clarify that for us, please, to put that to rest once and for all?
Yes, so Bogart with the H stands for Botanical Hydrocarbon Oil. So we specialize in manufacturing all the equipment that you need to extract with hydrocarbons and all sorts of other solvents also.
So the big fancy machines that we look at and go, holy science, Batman, and that's all you guys did?
100%. We came onto the scene in 2013, and we released an extractor that was 10 times cheaper than anything else on the market, and we started going to all the events and showing people what we do and blowing their minds. We started doing it internationally, over in Europe.
Well, where are you based now?
So we're out of San Jose, California.
Oh, okay.
We have 4 locations. One in Southern California. It's our Rancho Cucamonga store. Then we have one.
That's just a fun name to say.
Right?
Rancho Cucamonga. I always want to go there just so I can be like, hey, yeah, I went there. It's because it's fun to say. What'd you do? I got there, said it, turned around and left, but whatever. And then you products go internationally, I'm guessing then, if you're up here in Canada at the event?
Absolutely. Right off the get-go, the community was interested in it internationally.
Yeah.
So we helped facilitate that. And it's gone really well for us. We have a store up in Eureka, California also, and one in Southern Oregon. It's our Grants Pass store. So in the last 4 years, we've opened about 4 stores, and we've got a 5th one opening up in Barcelona this year. So we're starting Bogart Europe.
So Bogart with an H is doing well, and I guess business is growing.
Absolutely. We also have Turp Proof, which is our packaging company.
Oh, with the sheets, the Turp Proof sheets? Oh, yeah, those are dope, man. I like those.
Yeah, that's us also.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So we've been doing that for a couple of years now.
Deadly. I've actually given away some of those on live Instagram stream before because...
well, thank you.
Yeah, Sarah obviously laced me out with a bunch from last year hosting then. And Darren got one of the boxes as well, too. So, yeah, I laced out a few of those because I had a bunch left over. They're cool, man. I use them at home.
Yeah, it was just really interesting as the community went from...
Explain the product as well, too, yeah.
So, what Turp Proof is, it's just packaging material that's the correct material that you should be using with your terpenes, because terpenes are actually really powerful solvents.
Yeah.
You know when you have like pine sol and you smell that lemony, fresh scent? That's actually not just a scent, that's one of the active cleaning ingredients in the cleaner, being the limonene. So a lot of people just think that that's, it's scent, but it's actually part of the cleaning solution. The same terpenes are found in all botanical plants, and some of those are more powerful solvents than others, but they end up eating through your packaging material, specifically parchment paper, which is just paper with silicone coated on it. So what we have is PTFE, which is completely turp-proof, and it makes it so your terpenes don't bleed through the parchment paper.
You don't lose the terps, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't lose the terps.
And they're like square, they look like square little plastic sheets, if you will. But they're not really plastic sheets, but they're like little square squares. And they work really good, man. They fold up nice, and they've got a decent weight to them. You can actually like dab off them, and they're not all funky. They're not going to contaminate your shit and rob your terps.
Exactly. It was really interesting to see the industry go from a low terpene extract to a super high terpene extract, and the different hurdles that created that we had to get around, and that was just one of them.
So, what's next for you guys, or what do you see coming, or how?
So the big thing right now is the high terpene extracts. So it's all about super cold extraction. So we have a new sauce extractor coming out.
Oh, sauce!
Yeah, it's something that we've been working on for a long time, and we're really excited about it. So we're seeing a big separation in our equipment now, going from, extractors that could both work for a big giant crude setup and then also your high end. It's really splitting off into two totally different arenas now, which is kind of a new thing for us, to see that the two differences in extraction styles, going from more of a high yield crude that's going into distillate, as opposed to a sauce. The two methods are so different now. We're creating two different lines of extractors. So that and doing things safer and cleaner.
Always, you can never do them safe and clean enough, really.
Yeah, we've been working with the company Master Vapor. They have a new pump that's the only FDA certified pump in the industry. It's brand new. So Terproof's really excited to work with them. We're working on some sort of like clean certification, because the pumps right now that are used with hydrocarbons and even CO2 are piston driven, and piston driven pumps intrinsically have to have some sort of lubrication on them.
Right.
So a lot of those pumps out there are not truly oilless or greaseless.
Right.
The Master Vapor is a diaphragm pump, so that's the only way that it was able to get a true FDA certification, food grade certification.
Oh, I also want to clarify for a second. Now, the terp-proof sheets are for storing your products in, not for use to be like extracting on, right? You can't press with a sheet.
You can absolutely press with them. You
What?
can extract directly on them.
What?
They're both butane and propane, completely compatible. You can use acetone, alcohol.
Any
pretty much
chemicals
any,
release off it? Is there any like toxins that come off? Because I know there's like some silicone and shit like that on parchment paper isn't really very good for you. Is there any sort of harm? I mean,
So
I
that's
don't call you.
what's-
I'm just asking, right?
That's what's great about PTFE is that if you go to pretty much any other industry that's working with a solvent or with things that can't be contaminated, for
like
example,
my eye just was fucking iodines. Yeah.
PTFE is put inside the human body. It's used in the food industry. It's standard in any scientific lab. If you see any like clear or opaque material inside a scientific lab, it's 99% of the time it's some sort of PTFE. Silicone is used in the labs, but in non-solvent situations.
Because I was at a conference recently where Mara Gordon was talking about, and others were talking about guys who were, particularly young men, who were developing a lung infection, and it basically tracks down to the contaminants coming off of bad parchment papers and the silicons and that shit. And we're trying to find ways to get away from that. So if this product is safer and not going to leach any of that into your end result, that's that's really important information.
It should be industry standard at this point. It is if you were in any other established industry with the chemicals and the materials that we're using. So it should be used during the processing, especially since you're directly using butane and propane or alcohol or any other solvent. The silicone is solvent resistant, it's just not solvent proof. So we didn't reinvent the wheel, we just made it affordable and the correct size for our industry.
It works.
So yeah, it's gone really well for us.
Well, now that I know you can use a press with, because I just got like a little one like this. That's great. It's good news. All right. Well.
Yes, we have fiberglass reinforced, which works great. It works up to about 10,000 pounds of pressure.
So for the home user per se. If you
Yeah.
yeah.
We're working on something because PTFE is it's pretty dynamic and you can use it with other materials. We're working on something for over 10,000 because it's PTFE is really the material that you want to press on or just process in general on it. So
well, that's good news. Of course, you came up here to talk about Bogart with an H, not the turf-proof sheets. But hey, you never know. You always learn something. So you're gonna be down at the grounds this weekend. Can people come talk to you? Can they see one of your big fancy machines or get more info in case we got some super science nerds in here who are looking to set up a lab or some shit?
Absolutely. We have what we call our LFE, which is one of our big extractors, except it's shrunken down. So it has the full functionality of one of our large continuous extractors, which means that it's more of a non-stop run, which allows you to double your processing amounts in about half the time compared to like a batch extractor. So you get to see the full functionality of our full-size extractors, and it's just a little bit smaller, which works great for
travel.
Yeah, exactly.
For being able to demonstrate on
we
the road.
We also have everything we need to grow with our customers, starting small to full pilot-size systems. So
I know you're not that high. You can do more dabs than that. Like, I'm not really that impressed. Like, I could take more dabs than that if I wasn't busy. You guys should be, it's free.
If this was Vancouver.
Yeah, now if we were in Vancouver and I was at the Cannabis Culture Lounge and I said free dabs, they'd be lined up down the stairs. I'm just saying. I'm just shucks. No, I'm kidding.
We're just cheap bastards.
Right? Yeah, maybe we're just cheap fucks. That's all it is. It's true. You ain't lying. We're too busy hugging trees and saving the fucking world to pay for shit. Right? Yeah, we gotta pay rent.
Because Eastern Canada takes all our money.
Hey, calm down now, calm down. But yes, the point is please come have some more. These gentlemen are bored. They want more to do. They have more than this. Hey, man, how are you? Good, man. You want to come jump on and say hi on the live show in a minute? Okay, give me just a minute to finish up with my dude here. We'll get you mic'd up. It's all good, man. It's just going off here. Okay, well, give them the website again, give them the socials again, and give them any other shouts, plugs, things they need to know, and we'll run into you this weekend.
You can check us out at Bogart.com, on Instagram at Bogart, Facebook at Bogart. Come check us out. Check out turfproof.com also, and come check out one of our locations on the West Coast.
I love it, man. If you need some fancy science shit, man, holler at my BH Bogart with an H. Bogart. We solved it. No, Bogart just happens to be spelled with an H because it stands for something. See? Riddle solved. Fucking, it wasn't that complicated. But we made it happen. All you gotta do is go right to the source and just ask an expert. We made it happen. The only thing I can't do is get the Facebook stream to stay up for some reason, but hey, that's not my problem. For now, man, we do appreciate you coming through. Thanks for having out, man. And we'll see you again over the weekend.
Sounds great.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you coming by.
You also.
Todd will get that mic back off you, and we'll get... hang on just one sec. We're good, right? That's pretty much everything. Well, then, yeah. Todd?
Smoker's guy just
try and do that. And I'm also going to try and broadcast the panels from here if we can fix that out. So before I'll do that, I'm going to chat to my man.
Ian, DJ Indian, how are you?
Good. I was gonna say, I know him as Ian, but I and I also know because of the DJ and the work gig and all the affiliations with that, knowing Buddha and shit.
Yeah.
I want to speak softly, of course, here. But you guys know his homeboy, DJ Buddha Blaze.
Yeah.
And
he's actually on his way.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's coming down right now.
And DJ Buddha Blaze is the road manager for a Tribe Called Red, as well as the host of Oil and Power podcast and all those great things that he does.
Yeah.
And my man DJ Indian happens to also have a small affiliation with the Tribe Called Red as well.
I am. I'm a founding member, and I play in a Tribe Called Red. Currently touring. I would have been here. I was supposed to be here earlier. But
I stalled up for an hour and a half.
No, I had to do this interview that I thought was going to be like a half-hour interview. We're up for a Polaris Prize. So I'm going to this interview thinking it's going to be this thing. And he sits down and we go through every single song on the album. And he wanted to talk about every single song. So it ended up being a 2-hour interview. And I just wanted to say thank you for hanging out.
Bro, I appreciate you coming through and taking time to say what up. First of all, before I say anything else, not to put it on blast, but another award. You guys have been getting awards.
Yeah.
Center, man. You have had a hell of a last 2-3 years, man.
I can't even it's been crazy.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
To see what you guys have done. I know that the crew knows Ali Alchemist, BC Bud Gal, some of the other folks from the Pot TV and
absolutely.
But I also know there's, certain, as a public entity, as big of a group as you are, there's certain things that you can and can't do. And
sure.
Be involved with,
I'm legal. I got my prescription. I'm totally legal. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything. You know what I mean?
Happy to be, yep.
I don't think anybody's doing anything wrong, even if they don't have the prescription, but that's between us. So, I'm actually a brand ambassador for Leafly. That just happened. Yeah, so I'm doing. I'm in it. Let's do this. I'm really stoked to be here.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What happened and what you're doing, and I appreciate you coming through. Yeah, basically we just sat around for an hour and a half, smoked some weed, talked to a bunch of other people. I kind of thought you might make it back, but I understand there's always so much going on. Are you guys
I totally meant to make it. Here's Buddha right here.
Are you guys touring right now, or are you?
Touring started yesterday.
Oh, you got a show
so we have.
This weekend or something, or?
I'm playing Karmic Cup tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Right after Michi Me, and then Buddha.
What's up, homie?
And then
say hi.
Yeah. And then so we played Ottawa U yesterday. Had that interview today.
Yep.
We have a private gig tomorrow, and I'm playing Karmic Cup. So I'm doing Karmic Cup tomorrow as a solo, just fun DJ thing. I love doing these. And then tomorrow, what goes on tomorrow? Show. And then we go to Montreal on Tuesday. Then Portland, Seattle, Victoria.
Go get tickets.
Vancouver.
Oh, you back to Vancouver?
Yeah, back to Vancouver.
Nice. When is that roughly?
The 16th.
Okay.
The Sunday.
Okay.
Not this coming Sunday, next Sunday.
Are
you gonna be there?
Oh, there's an event.
Let's go.
Green Ceiling, the Great Canadian Cannonball.
The Green Ceiling? Yeah. We're doing that. Yeah. So the Green Ceiling, that's going to be on the Friday. Buddha, I'm trying to convince him to play a set. Buddha, you going to play a set at the Green Ceiling?
Just shrugging it off. You can do a podcast at the Green Ceiling?
You should. You should do that.
Now you catch his interest. You
have
the right bait.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Man,
Exactly.
I love to see that you guys are steady hustling, man, and all the success you have. I mean, it's hard fucking work and grinding. And having to go through the struggles and shit like that.
But you know what? This has been the savior. Cannabis has been a life-saving
1,000,000%.
traveling, coping tool. That's been a lifesaver. And
that whole day was one of the worst days I had yesterday. And if I had just smoked the joint a little earlier in the day,
it would have been as bad.
Oh man! Right?
I know all about it.
And then as soon as I did, it all started to slowly
get better.
Together.
Totally.
It took a minute, but we do what we got to do, and I understand, man. Not that it's the same thing on any level, but way back when I used to work like a traveling video dance party kind of.
Oh, dope!
thing.
Yeah,
like the Much Music ones kind of thing.
That's
shit.
sick.
And we took
Yeah.
it all across the prairies and shit.
Awesome.
Mostly. Bit of BC, bit of Ontario, that kind of thing. It was
so
fun.
cool.
But we used to drive around in a cube truck for weeks, fucking doing everything from big towns to fucking the tiniest little butt fuck nowheres and shit like that.
Wow.
We did some crazy cool private things and big events and big venue shit. I did some fucking tiny little things where everyone just sat there and watched us.
Wow.
They just sat there. Nobody
Yeah. Yo, I've done that. We played towns, like we played places where it's like they've never seen something like this yet. You know what I mean? And it's a reaction. Brilliant. Thank you, sir.
It was funny. I was at this one venue in northern Saskatchewan. Like you had to take a boat, whatever.
Where? Do you remember?
I'm trying to remember the name of the man. It'll come back to me like tomorrow. You know what I mean?
So you had to take a boat.
Yeah, it was one of those. We had to cross Northern House, maybe.
Yeah, that's whoa.
Yeah, there was middle of fucking nowhere. Had to drive forever. Get up there. We had to like cross a little ferry by a certain time to get in and out. We played in some Domi auditorium, and literally they just the whole nation just came out and just sat there and watched the videos until one brother comes up and he says, "Hey, you got that AC/DC Thunderstruck?" But he said it, and I'm not going to use the accent and shit to be all that kind of guy.
Right.
But he comes up and says to me, "Hey man, you got that AC/DC Tundra fucked?" And I just sort of looked at him like, yeah, I know what you're playing. I didn't want to correct him. Large dude,
totally,
kind of looking at me a little sideways in the first place.
Here it comes.
And I was like, that's probably, I sacrificed that. He's like, I think that would be good.
Yeah.
The next song came up was that. Everybody got up, got into it for the whole song, went sat back down again after that, and then slowly the requests came in, and we played a couple songs here that the ice had been broken.
Totally.
And by about an hour and a half out of a 4-hour event, we had about half the room. By about 2 hours, we had them all. By the end of it, they didn't want us to leave. When it was done, every one of them grabbed a piece of gear, started packing up. We had the whole fucking truck loaded up.
See
in like
how wonderful is
25
that?
minutes, man. It was the craziest, coolest thing. And then they fed us this massive fucking meal, like huge, like bison steaks.
That's a good
that were,
community, man. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Bro, it was the craziest
they're
event
wonderful
I've ever
people
been
that
to.
come out of there. That's so dope. I love hearing stories like that.
It was so wild.
That's really cool.
It was the trippiest. Like, are we sitting around there? Just two like little 19-year-old white dudes all by themselves, and it was just like we're just sitting there. We're playing everything we can. We're doing and just staring at it like that's just like mean bugging. And we're like,
buddy.
Are we gonna die?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Wow.
Sure enough, as soon as the one dude broke the Iceman, it started to come around and had a great time, and it was cool from there.
Sick.
Man, that was one of my favorite stories of being on the road. Kind of.
I love that story. That's a great story.
So I get a little bit of some of the road grind and how tough it can be being in a truck and driving and night after night and up and down.
And then but imagine trying to find crossing a border and trying to find medicine as soon as you cross a border. It's like, it's hectic, man. And it's like, it's literally my anxiety medication. You know what I mean? So like,
I'll show you a video afterwards of what I looked like last night. I was like,
yo, man.
I went straight on anxiety attack, man, like throwing up for hours and shit like that. It was
That's horrifying.
brutal.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I get it. I empathize completely with what you've been through, and I know the challenges. Hell, one of the things that I look at when I'm traveling is my likelihood of getting cannabis. And if I can't get it, there's a strong chance I'm not going unless I need to.
Totally.
Or I'm going to be planning it out to some degree in advance. Like, that would, if I got big enough, I would make sure that there was somebody who was there in advance, finding me that shit, who was advancing my fucking weed for me.
I agree. And like, now that I'm the spokesperson, like, yo, Leafly, like, not even kidding, has been like a huge savior for me. And like, just finding out like what's around and like what's legal, what the laws are, what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do.
Hey,
like these apps that are coming out are like, they help a lot. I'm
not gonna like hate or necessarily call it your competition specifically, but the homeboys, I've done shows from Weed Maps and shit like that. Last night I'm trying to find where to go after MMJ was already closed and shit like that, and it was because there was some raids here and shit like that. So it was I couldn't get for a second. First thing I did, Weed Maps, found an Eden that was still open. Taxi, take me here, and if I throw up, don't worry, I'll do it outside the car, not inside. Got there, fucking barely able to walk. Got like halfway through a joint, and it's kind of, and then and I was like, okay, I can move, and then
you can process.
Sort of, and yeah, I kept puking and was fucking awful for a few more hours after. But it was so unnecessary. The whole thing. I'll tell you the whole story about how it all went off when we get off here. But whatever. I mean, we all have our struggles, but I empathize, and that's my thing. If I've thought about this. If I was somebody who had to like tour a lot and had to travel a whole lot more, because I don't travel super well, that would be massively hard. But not being able to know if I was going to have weed, I would have the massive anxiety just getting there to not knowing that I was going to get it.
I was talking about that today. I'm like, when my sack's getting low, it's the same feeling as like when my phone's about to die or my gas light turns on. Like I get that like, oh shit, this got to get dealt with now.
Yeah, just to get my priority. Yeah. Luckily, I mean, I've got it fairly good in Vancouver. If I need weed, I can always find weed.
Absolutely.
I've always got like 100. You've seen the Dablarium. It's up to like 150 fucking varieties right now after all this cup leftovers and shit like that. It's obnoxious right now. You guys come to Vancouver, I'll bring you guys by. Plus, we got the new office now, and I've already peeled off at Studio 710. I've got a little the old dab fridge and the old subby and all that shit, and there's already another dozen in there. Like it's obnoxious. When you come through Vancouver, please, we'll show you. We'll let you come through there. I know you guys know it well, and you got lots of contacts and shit. Yeah, you guys come there all the time though. But come through the studio or come by the Dablarium, and we'll get you high as fuck.
I promise I'll come through.
Do it,
I can't wait.
Where again? Give them the next shows and the dates again, so they can check you guys.
So. I'm playing Karmic Cup
tomorrow, and I'm hosting and announcing, so I'll probably be introducing you and go, ladies and gentlemen, so that's probably how that go down.
Yeah. And then I play again on Sunday. I think like just a small set at the end of everything.
Probably in the awards, after the awards, after we do that.
Before, just after
something like that. Sounds right.
And then we play Metropolis on Tuesday in Montreal. And then we go to Portland. Don't know the name of the venue, but Crocodile. And then no, that's in Seattle. Wonder Ballroom in Portland. Dope spot too. I like that spot. And then Seattle. So like all the spots we're going to are legal, right?
Weed
so like I get weed friendly.
Did you also do the tour planning, my man? I wonder how that worked out. Buddha. They don't call it Buddha for nothing.
Exactly.
No, we're not doing shows in Texas.
Exactly. Unless it's Austin.
Yeah.
To stay out of Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Oh, man.
Well, yeah, and then the Friday, I'm playing the Green Ceiling, a solo gig, to raise money for that amazing place and those amazing people. They've been getting dinged for having a place where people can safely consume, which is ridiculous. So I just want to help relieve some of that pressure. And so playing all proceeds are going to fighting those or paying off those debts.
Exorbitant, obnoxious, and unreasonable and totally unnecessary fines. Yeah, those ones. Yeah, support Ashley and the guys at the Green Ceiling, man. Check them out, man. Check her out.
People.
Well, to 1625 Codger in Victoria, Green Ceiling, Great Canadian Cannonball.
And then Rifflandia in Victoria. And then we play a new festival in Vancouver.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay, so like a block from my house, you can see the venue sign out my window.
So you should go.
Well, I just hosted an event there 3 weeks ago or something for MMJ.
Dope.
I emceed that. So. Yeah, it was fun, man. It was cool as shit. We had a good time. We smoked a lot of weed in that place. It was hot. It was fucking smoky as all shit. But you looked up and you thought there was fog machines? Nah, it was just us. Like it was hazier than fog machines would have been, man. It was ill. 2 floors, people going on all the heads, just fucking. Are you sure? Yep. Okay. And I've even up on stage and like, yo, honestly, you kind of feel like doing this, but don't worry, it's cool. Light him if you got it.
Wow. What was it like? Why?
It was a fundraiser MMJ was putting on, and there was an auction as well too. And so it was. They opened up the venue. The place is called Venue, and the venue opened up the doors to us to be able to do it, and they were cool with us coming and smoke in, and people were smoking weed and doing dabs, and it was great, man. It was a lot of fun. And we raised a bunch of money and did an auction and some shit, and it was cool.
How do you
even had food?
How do you feel about the new Ontario laws that are? I'm sure you talked about it over and over.
Well, no, I'm trying to stay away from it because of the lighthearted nature and the event, the surrounding of the karma. I feel it's fucked up,
dude. Like this is where I come. This is where I hang out. We get a hotel literally a block from here,
right?
Because they let us like kind of smoke. They leave us alone. Is basically like, and Yeah, so I hang out here. I put on events here. This is where I come. Literally, I tweeted the other day that like if I'm in Toronto and you want to find me 75% of the time, I'll be here.
You were here today chilling. I saw you when I was running around getting set up. All these people are here. You can't take this away from people. You can't take their medicine away from people.
No.
You can't see me in the state that I was yesterday. And if you give us shitty weed and limited products, and you don't give us all the things that we need to make our lives the way we need to be, you're just going to make the problem worse. And by throwing 60 dispensaries at the province, that won't scratch the surface. It's not going to make the black market go away. It's only going to make the problem worse. And they have such poor products, eventually they're going to be sued to death. But they don't really care, and we're going to continue the fight. And just because they say we can't grow weed, we already couldn't grow weed.
Exactly.
We're still going to grow weed. So we're just going to fight it, and we'll eventually change the law just like we have, and we continue and continue. I'm hoping other provinces will be a little bit more progressive.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. I know they will.
Right? They talk, for those who missed it, check the replay of Cannabis Culture News today. Jeremiah Vandermeer, Neil Magnuson, Carly Marley, Opus 420 were talking about it at length on the show as well. Plus, on Monday that Carly will talk about it on the 420 Lifestyle as well. So you stay tuned for Pot TV for a lot more on all these developments. I think they're fucked, but I think this event is beautiful. And seeing all these people coming out here and smoking weed and having fun, and the products we get to see and the folks we get to interact with, this is just like, this is culture. This is where you can't put Pandora back in the box. And just because you say we can't do this, we'll still do it. We'll just find somewhere else and some other way to do it. Or we'll just fight it in court and make you fucking have to amend your laws because they're wrong and they're unjust.
Do you know what I'm hoping on? Do you know what I'm kind of betting on? Is that like once it's legal, all these people that are fucking shit up, yes, all these people that are like running things who have never tried it before are going to start smoking it and chill the fuck out and realize how ridiculous all of this is and like notice that we see through all of it and how bad
their products are.
Well, not just that, just the idea that you're labeling it legalization when it, like we all know it's monopolization, and there's a huge fucking difference
100%.
between like monopolizing and legalizing.
100%, man. You when this is legal, but all of the rest of this is more illegal than ever.
Yeah,
that's not legalization. That's fake legalization.
Exactly.
It's a downer. So that's why we don't go on at length on this show. But you will definitely be hearing more about it. I always break the news when I come back with season 3 of Expert Joints Live. Of course, you know I'm always on top of the news every week. So that is something to definitely stay tuned for. But yeah, it's one of these things.
Didn't mean to be the downer,
but
I thought it had to be like touched on.
Well, it does.
Like,
no, I agree.
I fucking love this place, and it's kind of heartbreaking. And it's like, okay, how are we gonna figure out a way around it? Like, we're gonna pay a bunch of lawyers. That's what we're gonna do. Because it's like when they say that you can only consume in a private residence. Like, yo, a lot of people don't own a private residence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you can't deny them their right to
exactly. So there's the charter challenge right there. Judge Phelan has already said people need access to the medication. On and on and on. So the battle will continue. Don't believe that everything is over. It's just barely getting going again. We got a whole other war coming. It's getting, and unfortunately for a lot of people, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better.
Agreed.
Agreed. But, you know, I'll be there with a microphone going, and can you tell us more about it? Because what else can we do? The more I think we educate and we tell people and give them the opportunity to learn. When you show somebody, this is what you've been smoking. It is this. You know what? But if you also have a choice between this and this, and when you see what black burning, chemical tasting, ashy, awful bud is, compared to when you see something like this Bruce Banner from Temple of Calyx, which is, you know, Temple of Calyx.
Absolutely.
But off-camera Temple of Calyx. This is Bruce Banner from Temple of Calyx, got from MMJ. Shouts to all the Alchemist 666, man, class and section, everybody associated with the temple. Absolute fire. If you do a taste test with every smoker in the world, every cannabis consumer, and you go, do you want this or this? they will say, I didn't even know, most of them will say, I didn't even know this existed.
Right.
And now, I don't ever want this again.
Yeah.
Why can't I have this? And it's
Absolutely.
up to us to educate people and tell them, you need this, because this is no good for you. Not this piece, this is great still. But I'm using it in the hypothetical form. But it's one of those things, man, it's going to come down to people's buying power in the wallets. If
Agreed.
the restaurant is no good, if the car is no good, if the clothing is no good, eventually people stop buying it and the companies have to change.
Agreed.
And we have to vote with our wallets as well as our votes and get the lawyers the fuck up. Rob Laurie, Kirk Tucson, John Conroy, all them motherfuckers all going to be busy, man. We just put another kid through college and shit, but it's happening, man. But it's all for the greater good because you can't deny all these people what they need, man.
No.
This is
And look at
proven
this.
a right that we have.
This is like such a better vibe than any bar you would ever go to. People are
No
sitting
fights,
around.
no
People are sitting
violence.
around discussing books, music. You know what I mean?
We had one injury tonight when the sublimator accident happened earlier, and there was a small cut on a knuckle. But other than that, yes, that was a serious danger. That's the most action they've seen in here in weeks. Besides the odd person who had one too many edibles for their first time
and fell asleep. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, man, they cannabis culture does say, yeah, there is a thing. Somebody pukes at least once a fucking week or two. You know, it's all good. Well, I really appreciate you coming through, man. Can you give them,
great, anytime.
Can you give them the links? Can you give them the Instas? Can you give them the how do they follow? Keep
Yeah.
up with y'all.
At DEEJAYNDN. At A Tribe Called Red. Right?
About right?
Is that right? I'm trying to think of other. Buddha takes care of a lot of like Tribe's Instagram.
Fair enough.
He's also like our photographer and takes a lot of our pictures. The dude's like
Man of many talents.
man of many talents.
Right. Well, let's swap you two in for a minute here.
And make sure you get him talking about his hashing because he's making great hash. Careful. I got it.
Got it. Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Anytime.
We'll holler at you later, man. DJ NDN, man. Shouts to my boy. We're going to mic up our old friend. Well, he's not old, but we've seen him here before numerous times. DJ Buddha Blaze. As soon as Todd gets him swap-a-rootied in there, he's, which one? Here, have it. Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to an Expert Joints Live. We've sat down with him in Vancouver numerous times, and right now he's doing his best Al the Alchemist impression, pulling out jars of weed out of his backpack.
How are you?
Good, what's going on?
Good.
From the Oil and Flowers podcast,
Got in.
from Heard You Making Good Hash these days, to yes, the aforementioned affiliation with the multi-talented and multi-award-winning Tribe Called Red. DJ Buddha Blaze, welcome back, my friend.
Thank you. Well, it's Karmic Cup weekend, and we happen to be here in town. So, I had to come through. Saw you were here. Actually, Ian was like, oh, I'm going to VC, or I'm already here. So I was like, oh, let me come by, and
always welcome. You know, man, always welcome here.
Been watching you on the social medias.
Oh, man,
I see you getting your photog life on, getting your studio in all set up and shit.
Yeah, man, we're gonna.
It's looking like you're ready.
We're gonna be starting to broadcast out of Studio 710 pretty soon.
Awesome.
We got the rooftop patio action going on out there. It's money, man. When you guys come through Vancouver next week or whatever, come by. Be my guest at the new studio. It's still under construction right now. You got to see the vision. But electrical's done today. Drywall will be going up in the next couple of days. By the time you get there, we might even have some paint up and shit like that. So we're coming, bro. We're coming. But you guys will be welcome to come on in and shit, use it. And we can talk. Todd will pitch you something. Obviously, he'll try and be like, "Do you need packaging or some shit?" Because it's just that's why I like him. He's forever shilling shit. But let's get to more importantly, what are you up to? Obviously, thank you very much for the Oil and Flowers podcast. Last time we chatted, I was just about to be on the episode. And how you been?
Well, we went to Cali.
Yep.
I got my 215, Prop 215.
Hey, that's cool.
And so finally got to check out TLC.
Okay.
And the hype is real. Hype is real, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, Vancouver has great indicas and great sativas, and Jungle Boy just has some crazy hybrids. Like the flavor profiles. I won't say the stuff out there you take a hit and you like get knocked down like you would a Pink or a Death Bubba or something. But like, wow, you look at the crystals, the profiles of these flowers. Of the oil, yo, they have a station where they I'm sure most of you have seen it on the Marijuana Madness, or maybe you haven't, or on their Instagram.
Yeah, the Jungle Boys.
But they're
Instagram.
able to press a gram out of an eighth of their flowers.
Like, that's crazy yield. You're lucky generally 18% is pretty good. Like, if you're lucky generally.
Call that the 30% club.
Right? I mean, that's fucking generous, man. That's crazy.
So, and decent price for the oil, and like a lot of great swag. I bought some stickers, different things.
In case you're new to the room and you had just got here, there's 3 dabs up in the front. The Honey Badger extracts and Diamond Concentrates guys are sitting here bored with their thumbs figuratively up their butts, just waiting to give you 3 dabs. So please, just come on up here, help yourself. There's only like 2 dudes in line. They'll be quick.
That might be running through.
Don't worry about it. Come on up. Make yourself comfortable. They came all this way and are trying to help you all out.
So went to Cali. Got to try the rosin, tried all the, checked out the swag.
Did they lay out the fucking, the whole
There's so much,
smorgasbord?
man. There's so much.
I've been to some stores down there, man, and really, like, yeah, some of the flowers and some of the things that I was like, I smoke some nicer shit at home. I run into some good shit down there, too, don't get me wrong. But it's the other products and the ancillaries and the little offshoots and the way they're progressing with so many of the different edibles and the various different spin-offs. You know, of course, they've got pens and shit,
there.
too.
No pens there. No, just straight flowers. Full first and second pull bubble run.
Yeah.
Straight up live resin, live rosin, frozen.
So many products, man. That's what I'm saying. You go down to Cali and shit, and there's just even crazier packaging. I got this one shit that was in a box, in a jar, in a thing. Like the package itself, like cost had to have been like $6 or something just for the fucking box. Like how much am I paying for this fucking
you're
eighth and
paying
shit?
$90 7. So
right? It was ridiculous.
That's American, so that's like 110, 115.
Yep.
So I'm smoking on some Gelato 33.
Say, what do you got and what's in the jars?
Gelato 33. Shout out to my man Pandanis, Ganja Roots Crew on Instagram.
Do you want to put some in the bud cam? I've got it over here.
If you want.
Well, your choice. This one. What did you hand me here?
That's this. That's some of the hash I made.
No!
From a while back.
Can I put it in the bud cam? Or?
I don't know. Sure. I don't care.
Let me see if this works still. Turn the light up a little bit. Wow.
I made that maybe, it's been a few months. I don't know. It's been in the freezer pretty much. It's 90 and 120, 90 and 70 U bubble. It'll probably melt under that. It's full melt, straight up puddles. Shout out to D420K.
Shouts to the Hash Master. I was just on a boat cruise with the dude the other day.
Yeah, I seen that with the saltwater cowboy even.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a good time.
So it's a mixed run of those two bags. And I've had it in the freezer for months. I only pull it out every once in a while, but I took some out to bring to Toronto.
Smells gassy as fuck, man. I want to dab that.
It's grapefruit. Please do.
I want to dab that.
So the weed I got is from my homie Ganja Roots Crew on Instagram. I got some.
Damn.
This is some of his Gelato 33.
Hey.
And it's really nice.
Eddie.
What are you looking at? The Gelato 33. He runs pretty much. He was running veganics, organics. Now he's running just a regular bottle news. But no, you don't spray. And I've been to his spot. It's legit,
man.
So it's very nice. That's and then we have this one here, which is
that was this one.
That's this one here. Oh, sorry. And then we have one that he has that he calls a rosaberry. This is going to be this is high CBD. It's actually getting it tested out in the next little bit, and this is one of his hallmarks.
It just cleared my sinuses. It must be pretty high.
It's nice. That's the rosaberry. So shout out to him. Some of it did get seeded because he does have he had an Hermie in his room because he's trying to stabilize the genetics, So he was getting some bananas. But I think he stabilized them now, and this was the last run before that. But this as well is some really medicinal cannabis. The high CBD, really calming, really good for like me. I get some weird shakes in my hands, and I get a lot of joint pain, and that's like really works really well.
That was
shout out to him.
I could have used a little bit of that yesterday afternoon.
Oh, here, bro.
Oh man. Oh shit. Thank you.
I know you get enough. I know you get enough free weed, but
well,
look it up.
I couldn't get anything last night, but then I got it all finally, and now I got more than enough. Let me see. This is a Soho.
Free Bubba.
Yeah, Soho free Bubba. This is some Madonna that I brought from back home. This is actually kind of nice.
Why did it I missed the story. What happened? Did your luggage get
No, there was an in-flight medical issue. And we got diverted to Winnipeg.
Oh no, that's horrible.
Thank you. Yeah, it was awful.
Oh, yeah.
It gets worse from there. There's many more.
Well, we're better here right now. So I'm gonna roll some of this if you don't mind.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's cool. Yeah, this was some Madonna that I brought from back in van. This was a little bit of pink. It's a little scrappy, but it smokes really, really nice. And then a couple nugs from the temple as well too.
So went to Cali and got a chance to sit down with Crazy Dago.
Oh, and
so got him on the show. So we'll be having that interview up soon. And just trying to make some inroads out there. That was the real only interview really I got to do because we were just traveling so much.
It's tough.
And then we were in Denver, but I didn't really have anybody in mind. So by the time we got there, I was just like, oh, who should I hit up here? And I, whatever. It didn't matter. It didn't matter at that point. So.
Put my man Andy Williams from Medicine Man. He's got the biggest dispensary in town.
Well,
and the second biggest. So, it moves 3,000 pounds a month out of one facility.
Wow.
He's got more than one too. So.
And getting ready to make my plans for the Emerald Cup.
Oh, are you going down there to enter or just vacation? Or?
I'm gonna go check it out, do some more interviews. Yeah, do some more interviews. Just roll around.
So I'm probably going down. Taylor's been on my show before. She hooked us up well last year. The plan is that myself and the Cannabis Life Network guys are gonna go down there and do some coverage of shit. If it turns out that we're all down there shooting and working and stuff like that, let's cross over to some degree and see if we can hook up and see if we can coordinate. To some degree, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna go to the Bay first, the San Francisco. I have some friends out there, and just also possibly Sacramento, because that's kind of in the middle of where you know what I mean, in between where the event's gonna be. But I definitely want to try to link up and get some more potential interviews. And again, I haven't really thought of anybody. Also going out there to just look at the seeds and see what the genetic pool is out there, because we're getting to a point where I think whatever. We're getting to a point where I personally want to see some more exotic genetics brought in and more than just cookies and
you can always keep it fresh.
Whatever.
Yeah, I get tired of when you see the same old shit. It's great to have a pink. It's great to have a Bubba.
You need those, right?
But when everywhere you go, all there is just pinks and Bubbas, and some of them end up getting a little bastardized. It can get a little saturated with certain varieties of time.
I mean, it has.
Wear them out.
It has become saturated, I think.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, a number of them have, and it's just what happens. It goes in cycles with a lot of different strains. They come and they go, right?
I don't want to get on the nuts of the Jungle Boys like everybody else, but I like their model, and I see some people here starting to follow that model, and that model's growing out 20 phenos, or 20 seeds, or 50 seeds. And however many females you have, running all of those, and then bringing all those different ones out and seeing what people like. And maybe you might have 7 of the same kind that you could tell are different, Right. And then you're giving people, it might all be pre-98 Bubba, but maybe there's 5 different phenos in there that people can have, And then at least you're given the full spectrum of the genetics, and still having that strain, so it doesn't get as boring or tired.
I was just at a friend's place the other day looking at some bags, and it was he had 12, maybe 11, yeah, maybe it was 12. Anyway, it didn't matter. It was 11 and a half. 12 there. Fuck, I don't know. Samples, all from basically the same bag of seeds. They were all supposed to be Gorilla Glue cross Wi-Fi's, and 2 of them stood out as very nice, very different, much better than all the rest. The rest of them, very average, very Wouldn't really want to fuck with them. Didn't like the nose. Didn't like the shape. Passable, but nothing that I was like, meh. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Not that I go to the if I was shopping for that whole load, there was two that I was going to be looking at, and one I was probably walking out with for sure. Maybe both of them if I was taking it. Other than that, I wouldn't grow the rest of those out. You found your two that are worth it. Particularly this one. Move forward. Right?
That's what I think is. That's what I think we're gonna see as one of the next models.
Because you get so many, you're gonna get so little number of plants. You're gonna have to save. You're gonna have to only grow the good ones.
Yeah, of course.
You're not gonna be able to waste time with bad phenoms and shit.
For sure. But your hope is that you're starting with a strong enough seed and a strong enough genetic from a very reputable breeder that whatever you're pulling, whatever you're popping, and whatever you're running should be fire. It's just which of those fires. You know, some breeders actually have it down to know. All right, you're gonna have this % chance of getting this pheno, or this pheno, because that's basically what the plant grows. You know, so.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, for the most part, you know, I don't necessarily say spending, you know, as much as you can is always the best thing to do, but spending the least money that you can to buy seeds is not the thing that you should do. If you've got the chance to buy a $40 bag of seeds or a $200 bag of seeds, and one guy is from somebody you don't know, and one guy is from a long reputable company, and you can cross-check all the shit, and all the paperwork basically matches the way it's supposed to, just save your money for a little longer until you can afford the $200 seeds.
Unless you're on an online auction by some third party and you get boofed, then that's on you. But
you know, maybe you can get them on sale for $1.60. You know, watch out and shit like that. I'm just saying.
I just mean there's a big market now of people just, you know, like shoes.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying do your homework, like shop around. But I'm saying, yeah, you don't necessarily always just want to try and fucking buy the cheapest and the.
I have friends back home.
Do your homework.
I have friends back home who just pass it along. Yeah. I have friends back home who just grew out bag seed, and I'm like, no, bro, and we like sent him to like a head shop, and he bought some actual seeds. Actually, I think they were Crop King, but he bought some actual, and he couldn't believe the vigor in comparison to every other seed he ever grew that was just a bag seed. And I was like, well, of course, you know.
If you've got the space and you've got the time and you can dedicate a little side project once in a while for something came out of a bag that was a bag of something that you really liked, if you get one, there is, okay, you know what, I can experiment, no harm, no foul. Because there have been some miraculous finds that have come out of bag seeds.
Yes,
you know, we've heard the stories of some of the OGs and shit like that, how some of the originals came to light, if you will, or as far as we can trace the stories that seem to go back anyway. But yeah, don't count on that sort of shit. Maybe you get lucky, but it's a fucking lottery.
You're better off spending the money unless it's something you really like. Yeah, like
if it was like, fire, chances are there won't be seeds in fire.
I got an LP, one of the heavy CBD, super trademark brand strain, and it had seeds in it. And I was like, oh shit! No, they were back when this was like over 2 years ago now. So they were one of the better at the time. Also the most expensive, and still the most expensive. Figure that out; it won't be hard. But yeah, it was like one of the only ones that had a good ratio of CBD to THC, and it was from a company not from this continent that bred it for them. Yeah. And I found seeds, and I still have yet to pop it, but like, I'd be very interested to see what that bag seed was like, you know. So I'd probably get sued like some Monsanto shit. You're growing our shit.
That's another thing you almost got to be careful of.
But at the same time, okay, if I have my growing license and I'm supposed to get my seeds or my clones off of an LP, and I do,
I just did.
Then doesn't that count?
Isn't that a great loophole?
You know, I just created this strain. It just looks like Tangy, but it comes from the 2 seeds that I found or bought from this LP. It's not my fault it was male.
Right? Well, yeah, there's going to be a lot of challenges. There's going to be a lot of loopholes. There's going to be a lot of fighting for a long time, and there'll be a lot to talk about, not only in Expert Joints Live, but on the Oil and Flowers podcast.
Oh, for sure. I'm really upset. Well, I'm not upset. I was hoping to do a podcast this week with Damien, and he's actually off to the Congo.
Poor guy.
To do more wrestling. He's doing a new wrestling show for Vice. So I just have not been able to lock him down. I'm actually just doing one by myself because I really want to get one out soon.
Well, there's lots to record anyway for out here while you're here. I mean, you need tons of footage and interviews, I'm sure, while you're here.
The interview, well, I got to work. I'm still here working, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you guys got shows.
I'm just here, so.
Yeah.
But no, definitely, I'm hoping to have something. Hopefully by the end of the month, even if I have to do a show by myself, but that's fine.
Well,
you got to adapt that.
Yeah, I don't have a rig with me right now.
We'll figure it out.
When you if it happens to make its way to Vancouver, man, we'll fire it up. I'm looking forward to trying it. But yeah, for more, okay, how do they stay up again on the Oil and Flowers podcast?
Just follow the Instagram, Oil and Flowers Podcast, and search us on YouTube, Oil and Flowers Podcast. And then on the Turned Out a Punk station on all media, so that's Spotify, Apple Music,
the iTunes,
all that shit. The podcast stuff.
I heard it on the iTunes.
We're under that channel, which is Damien, my co-host's other show.
Turned Out a Punk.
Exactly. That's it.
DJ Buddha Blaze, man. Of course, you can follow him and Brother Falling Tree on Instagram as well too. And you'll be seeing him in various towns around North America with your homeboy Andy and the rest of the homeboys having a good time, rocking the mic, destroying the stage, doing what y'all do.
That's right. Seattle, Portland, it's gonna be good. Back out to the West Coast.
Vancouver.
Yeah, we'll be in Victoria. Shout out to my man Jacoby, he'll be out there. Shout out to all our Victoria family, Ashley at the Green Ceiling. And
you gonna be there for the benefit?
I'll be there for sure. I mean, where else are we gonna do? We're landing on the ferry from Washington at like 7:30. So it's gonna be like from the ferry right to the spot.
Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, we're gonna be streaming it or broadcasting it to some degree. We'll figure it out. Stay tuned for more news on that. I'll update you on that, of course.
All right, bro.
And of course, he'll keep you up to date with all that's going on with not only him and this particular event and this tour, but the group and just life in general, hash making, all that stuff. Shouts to D420K for working with the
knowledge,
being a dude. Just being the dude. Him and Tim traded beard secrets for a while. It was nice. They sat there and stroked each other's beards for a
I could just imagine.
It was a good time there. All right, you're always welcome, man. When you come out, holler, you know where I'm at.
All right, bro.
Thank you, man. Good
Yeah,
to see
for
you
sure.
again. DJ Buddha Blaze. Hey, Dabber, man. You feel like coming to say hi at some point, now or later? Okay, hang on. Okay, hey, Danker dudes, you guys want to come say hi? Or are you trying to get on or something, or are you guys just chilling, or what do you do? All right, all good. Who's here? Oh yeah, let's get him up. And ask and. There you go. Okay, good. Again, remember, free shit up front. I don't mean shit. I mean lovely, delicious dabs. But just, free shit, just trying to get your attention. Because shit would be gross. Like, we'd be like, oh, I don't want to come up front. I'd be like, can I get someone to clean that up? And Kayla would be like, who shit on my floor? And that would suck. But that's not what happened. No, it wasn't him. No, but come on up and get your free dabs anyway. Diamond hooking it up. Honey Badger hooking it up. Thank you very much for hooking it up, guys. DiamondConcentrates.ca. Honey Badger extracts. They do check them out on the Instagrams. They everything, man. Of course, they'll be handing out more dabs throughout the weekend. Appreciate that hooking it up. Appreciate y'all being here. And yes, come appreciate the free weed. Hey. And out of nowhere, I turn around, I turn my back for 1 second, and in jumps
Mike, Smoker's Guide, right?
Man, Mike from Smoker's Guide. Right here, brother.
Cut you off guard.
Yeah, man, for a second. Sorry, yes, the man Mike from Smoker's Guide. What's going on, dude?
Oh, not much. Just hitting the city for karma like everybody else here, right?
Yeah, man.
And
You excited for another one? How many is it? Have you been to all four?
this will be the third one. You know, we just came into Canada right after the first one had actually happened, and learned a lot about it. And we hit the second one, and we've been covering it ever since, right? So.
And that's it's the big event, if you will. It's the most respected cup in the country. Of course, going down. 512 Church been announced as the now not as secret location. I mean, don't tell anybody who's not cool.
Yeah.
Only tell cool people who have tickets and shit. But you know, it's kind of public knowledge at this point. And of course, panels and speakers going down here at Vapor Central. And of course, you know, Expert Joints covers it. Cannabis Life Network covers it. You know how we do. My man Smoker's Guide covering it. I've seen all kind of people. Skunk's going to be here. Highway going to be here. All the media in here today.
Absolutely. I mean, it's funny. We just came from a recent cup. I won't mention any names, but I was actually. It was terrible. The coverage that was there. There wasn't really.
I know it was tough because it came out so last minute. Here's the thing. I was invited to be, for the High Times Cup, it's no secret, I was invited to be the host, but I was already hosting and covering and broadcasting from the 420 Cup because it was the same weekend.
Yep.
And I wasn't going to the Bio Cup, which was what it was, until it quickly morphed in the High Times. But I ended up judging the High Times Cup. I ended up working very close just with the guys from High Times itself, and not the event organizers, but from one of the dudes from High Times, just to try to kind of help them, you know, understand the local area, you know, on and on and on. And it was cool, and we, you know, enjoyed it, and good to them. But I couldn't come. I was already occupied. It was a split day, and unfortunately, the event the year before had a little bit of dramas, if you will. Yep. And because of the split of the events and of the focus, it coming up so late, it was a bit of a scramble all to kind of come together at the last minute.
When I heard, and we've been working with High Times for almost 20 years now ourselves in the industry, starting over in Amsterdam with the original cups that were going on over there. And when I heard that they had purchased this event and they were coming in to take over, I went, you know, respect, boys, but I don't know how you're going to do it, because the way we do cups in Canada, you know, I mean, it's like a People's Choice Cup. You get a bag of everything and you go through it, and that's not how they run their cups. I mean, they're very, you know.
There was 20 of us.
Exactly.
We had 5 days to get through it technically. I got through mine in 21 hours.
We had ours, and we got 2 days.
Yeah, I did
54 samples of extracts. How do you do that? How do you even do that in 5 days?
Okay, so
right?
I did mine in 40 hours start to finish, 29 hours awake, 21 hours of actual testing time. I ended up every 8 minutes and 49 seconds while I was testing, taking a sample of some degree. For 2 days, it's basically all I did. Well, I took a few breaks in between, of course. But I got through the High Times, all 143, except for the eye drops. I didn't do that shit. Fuck that.
But Chris, the eye drops are good, though. We like the.
I'm not
good friend of mine.
I'm not hating on him. Sorry, but I two of the other judges were like, they burn.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I am scared of this, and plus I don't like putting drops in anything. Not because I'm like fuck drops and shit, just because I'm a pussy when it comes to putting.
Yeah,
shit
and you don't know how bad it's gonna fuck me up.
Well, yeah.
I need to function a little bit later today, right?
Yeah. So I was just like, I can't. I got too much. I can't take the risk. So it ended up, I'm sure they're okay, and I'm sure once you get used to it, like it was just, and I'm not trying to hate on.
No.
Yeah, it was just a little bit too much.
I brought mine home with me, and I actually started using them at home to try, because I heard they were good for correcting floaters. They had a lot of good results with them, right?
See, I don't have any problems with that. I don't need drops.
There you go.
So, like, I don't need drops. So that's like the. Anyway, it's all good, man. Shouts to everybody. I mean, you're trying to innovate and see what works and doesn't work, man. I ain't mad at that. You know what I did? I still voted for most of the categories on it, and I actually gave it really high scores for innovation. Because honestly, it's the first time I've ever seen something like that.
Yep.
So shouts to dude for even trying to do it.
Whether
there's a better way, or he works on his formula, or it just wasn't for a few people, or I don't have anything wrong with my eyes, so I don't put drops in just a principle. It just is what it is.
Nice.
But shouts to him for doing it. It got the highest innovation score in the category from me. I can say that. So shouts to people for trying to push the envelope. I'll never shit on anybody who's trying something.
No,
because if you don't try, you don't know, right?
No, I hear you.
Put him on to the multi-million-dollar thing. He might still be there. It might also be a little tweak or something. But if you don't have a lottery ticket, you can't win, bro.
Hey, similar for me when I go through these packages, edibles, for instance. I like it when I see edibles that come in a tincture or an unflavored package. It's you don't see that. It's mostly all sugared edibles, sweets, and stuff like that. you know, I'm dealing with someone in my family now with cancer, and I know I can't give her any sugar, and I have to give. So when you know, like
shouts to Mona, but you don't give her the cotton candy.
No.
I mean, it's delicious. And Diana, I love you. You know it, and I enjoy the cotton candy. I'm cool with it. But yeah, you can't give her this
But I'm saying,
pound of sugar.
innovation, though, like you say, seeing different things out there, and that's what these competitions do. They bring out the different stuff, right?
There was no shadow. There was no butter. We didn't do this. I've been smoking weed for cannabis for 28 years.
Yep.
I've been doing this a long fucking time. And I was blowing cans of BHO in '99. I was making what's now RSO, except we didn't fucking do the decarb on it.
Yeah.
Because we didn't really think that.
Because nobody knew.
In '92.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So, I mean, I've been doing this a long time and shit like that. But the innovation that we've seen the last 15 years, I remember like 7, 8 years ago, maybe even 9 now, people bringing me vape pens and being like, hey, I found this e-cigarette thing and we're trying to make this work. And we're testing it. And well, anybody want a vape pen?
It's like the military, right? You know, we come up with.
You just work through it, refine it, you find what works. So shouts to you, Chris, for your products and shit like that. Sorry, dude. Just too scary for me. I'm a pussy.
Right on.
I'm an eye drop, eyeball. Yep, not for me, dude. But other than that, man, shouts to you.
So, did you get a chance to go through the Karma bag?
I did, of course.
What's your favorite product you saw this year? Maybe it's something new and innovative in there. Anything interesting?
There was that CBD cooling blue mint creamy shit like that. That ointment stuff.
Okay.
That shit was kind of, to me, that was kind of neat. It was the first time I had seen like a super menthol-y thingy like that. To have that like not the icy hot, but you know, like that icy cool sort of in a high CBD concentration. I found that to be quite cool as far as one of the topicals. I hadn't seen, if you will, that kind of formulation. That was because it's always like a, you know, it's either like a coconut-based cream.
Yep.
It's a neutral fucking clear, like non-smelly, like shouts to Dana and shit like that, but just the plain white cream. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that kind of stuff. And I love, and I use the Buddha bombs and the Buddha sticks and all that shit. Shouts to Miss Envy Botanicals. Love them too. Thanks for the boat cruise. I have a big crush on Miss Envy. You know, it's no secret. There's so many dope people in this industry. But yeah, when you get to see some little bits of some variations on some shit, it's like, oh, that one caught my eye.
Yeah.
As far as edibles, there was one neat one that had some like laser printing kind of on it or whatever. That was kind of neat. The disappointing thing that I find is because they packaged this shit like 5 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago to send it, and then it got processed within a couple of weeks, and then sent out to people, and then by the time you get it, unfortunately, because they're not necessarily put in the manufacturer's specific packaging to maintain their optimum freshness and some of them can end up a little stale.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I think, unfortunately, it can affect the judging a little bit.
Yep.
And I think certain products in my category, even though I tried to give them a little bit of leeway on it, but man, if this was fresh, I'm sure this would have been great. But it wasn't fresh anymore, so it was only pretty good when I'm sure it could have been great. You know what I mean? So
unfortunately, I saw some of the dismay helping out with the packaging for this. A lot of, you know, occasionally you get the edibles that come in that didn't really keep the way they should have kept her.
Well, that's happening when
and you feel bad for the entrants, you know.
When you're opening things, when you're handling them, when you're repackaging and shit. That's why High Times, and I spoke with them specifically, that's why High Times left the edible packaging in the original packaging that it came from the people who submitted it, so there's no cross-contamination.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what? I can respect that. It makes you maybe a little biased because you like this
when we
brand
judged it, you know, I just looked at it this. Everything was out in the open, so I looked, well, if I'm going into the store, I'm going to look at it, which top 3 would I buy? What 3 would I buy? And it was, you know, I think that was fair too.
No, I do get it. But as far as, to me, the disappointing thing that I'll say with every cup is the level of, it's good, or, oh, that's not so good. But it's the unfortunate, I don't get a whole lot of wow moments. You get a couple of these
crazy
really
variety. You
get a ton of different variety and shit like that. But so much of the weed comes in like, I won't say necessarily average, but like I was saying earlier, it's not even as good as just, doesn't smoke as even good as this bag is here.
Here's my opinion. I love this event. This is one of the best events for, like I said, a people's choice event where everybody and anybody who's a fiend can get involved.
100%.
I come from a background, we've been back judging, panel judging for High Times for over 10 years, and you'd go into an event and you'd be judging U.S. sativas or maybe coffee shop flowers. So you got 24 entries, you got 5 days. And as a grower, as a flower enthusiast myself, I could sit down and judge all that very critically. And that was their sort of level of professionalism. And they know where you're coming from to put you into that. This is, like I said, it's for the people. It's for all of us in the community to have fun. And if you can't have fun with it, then the hell with you, because we have a hell of a lot of fun here every year, you know. And the community, it brings everybody together from across Canada. Even seeing people coming up from the States and whatnot. So, I mean, it's great. And coming out of Amsterdam, the products and what's available here, I mean, fuck, we don't even have, we don't get extracts in Amsterdam. I mean, it's all still black market. It's just like the cocaine and everything else. You got to go, you know. So,
yeah,
what we have here is something special.
My problem is I live in a bubble, and I live within a bubble within that bubble. You know, with being in what I do and where I do it back home, it makes you, yeah, you get a little bit spoiled when you go through 300 some samples. But when shit's burning black and tingling your lips, it isn't. I'm sorry, that really shouldn't be in a kit. Not
Nope.
it's not a slag in the organizer.
Nope.
It's in the people who are submitting it. You got to raise your game. I want to get some shit where I'm like, whoa, but I've never smoked it. What is like this is fucking crazy.
Have you not seen over the past couple of years
better.
a bit of a demise in the flower, just because I think the whole extract, the concentration,
Exactly.
all this. First of all,
Flower entrance numbers of them are going
Yep.
down. Concentrate numbers.
everybody's using their top flowers for the concentrates, or you don't even really have to grow great flower anymore to still produce a good concentrate, even, right? So,
Exactly.
yeah.
So yeah, I think the environment is changing a little bit. We're seeing a big shift in concentrates. Each one of the cups had more concentrates than they had flowers.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And it's getting worse and worse as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, man, because I'm a flower guy, right?
Hey.
So that's the tough part for me, man. I mean, it's expert joints. It's in the fucking title, yo. What do you want? I mean, I got a shirt made it official and everything.
I'd have to say I'm totally there with you. But absolutely, here's
So
to the flower.
how's
No,
our
no,
boy
this
Uncle
way.
Stoner and
Cheers.
everything?
Uncle Stoner's, actually, you know what? He's got the squash off this weekend. It's second Uncle Stoner approved squash off. Apparently, I think even Snoop's supposed to show up to this event. We're going to see how this is going to go. This is something new that we're hitting the States, the events with. Maybe you'll see it come up to Canada sometime soon. You never know.
If you do, and obviously if you need anybody to lend a hand, obviously give me a call. I'm happy to help
Absolutely,
MC or help
we
out
will
with
definitely stay in touch on that aspect, because if we do bring it up, it's going to be a coast to coast thing, obviously, too, as well. So.
Well, you know me, and I'll stream it live on my TV, and I'll MC and host, and I'll run around and do 7 different jobs at once, and that's kind of what I do. In the meantime, I'm going to plug some more things. If you want to tell them where they get more information.
SmokersGuide.com, check us out. Check out our YouTube channel. We'll be posting videos from this event as we do every year from the Karmic Cup, Smokers Guide on YouTube, or like I said, just SmokersGuide.com or CanadaBroadcasting.com. Any of those, hit us up, man.
The man knows how to make a plug. Ladies and gentlemen, man, Michael Smokers Guide.
All right.
Thanks for coming up, brother. We'll see you all weekend, eh?
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. The party can't last forever. I mean, they're going to kick us out at some point. And at some point, these guys got to go, like, home because they got to set up booths and shit down tomorrow at the vendor area and stuff. So we're going to start in the final throes of last call. All right, here? So we got another 20 minutes, half an hour, 10 minutes, 15. What do you want? Like, it's what is it? 10:30, 10:35, call it at 11? Or do you want to call it now? All right, fuck it. We're going to say it's 7:34 by the clock on my computer. So you got 11 minutes. This is the beginnings of last call. We might extend it to 11. I'm just kidding, but no. I'm starting to call it now. We're going to say 10:45. We're going to let these guys start packing up and heading home. So if you want to get some more free dabs and take kind advantage of their lovely hospitality, please come up front. Help yourself to some more dabs. This is the beginnings of last call on free dabs. Hey, it's my man Todd from Cannabis Life Network. What's going on, brother? How are you? Good. Are we still broadcasting? Then what are you doing on screen? That was odd. I mean, you're welcome to be here, but Dabberman, come on up, bro. Why don't you close out the show with me then, homie? Yes, you know that suit anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I got it in here somewhere. I forgot. I apologize. I forgot some of the logos. I'll call more of them later.
By the volcano.
Hey, Dabberman!
What's up? Yes.
What's going on, brother?
Not much. Chilling. Enjoying the night. Oh,
you,
nice. I can charge myself up.
Do it. Glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you so much for the save last night.
No worries.
Amongst everybody who pitched in, massive outpouring. Like 15. Well, I got I got way more messages, but at least 15 different people reached out like, hey man, I got you if you need me, and ended up, I got what I needed plus some extra.
Nice little
extra. Yeah. I thought I was gonna have more than I need, but. I might need a little more, but we're
Alright, fair enough.
But, there's actually still a bunch of stuff at the place as well too. So
sick.
Everything's good. We're having good times, man. We're smoking lots, we're having a good time. But of course, you've been out in Vancouver for multiple shows.
Yeah.
I found you in Toronto like the first time a year and a half ago or so.
Yeah, it's been a little while. Yeah.
Right. So always good to have you back now.
Yeah.
6 times on Pod TV. Gonna have to update the fucking
Instagram. Gonna update my Instagram now. This is wicked.
Dude, good to see you, man.
Yeah, man, it's been wicked. It's been blast. Absolutely.
So, Cup Life, 4th annual edition. Things in Toronto, lots of stuff in the news. Of course, craziness.
Yes, madness. Yeah, oh my god,
I'm sure
the news today,
challenges and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see what happens. That's gonna be really interesting.
You can't take this away from us, man.
The monopoly. Right? That's what they want.
Right? Of course. They want to control it all. Eventually they'll let us have places like this, but they'll be their places.
Their places, yeah. They're like giving us a teaser, or they're like showing people how like hard it is to grow for yourself, like good quality stuff, and put it in that work and get it out from it. And they want like people to jump to like LPs because they'll be like, oh look, they're gonna grow it for us. We'll just be able to buy it easy.
Sorry, dude. I didn't jump on there. Freddie, you're in the chat still? I didn't even see you there. I haven't been paying attention to the chat. Sorry, chat. There's been a lot of distractions here.
Yeah,
it's very small right now, so it's hard to see.
That's awesome.
But you, if you were there, brother, or you still are, please, Freddie, make sure you check him out Sunday. I will be doing the live stream, if I can get it up and running, from the Karmic Cup at probably from maybe 3:30 to 5, I think is sort of the rough plan.
Okay, nice.
So that'd be like 12:30 to 3. Which, oh shit, that might interfere with Cushy's show a little bit. I'll have to talk to her about that. But I should be done in time for Freddie's show. But anyway, I just saw a bunch of Freedom.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, BC time.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, the 5.
I'm like, we're like 10 over here.
Well, hang on. No, that's the 5. So that's. Yeah, that's 2, so I'll be done just in time for Cushy's show. Well, lots of stuff for y'all to watch on Sunday. So,
we've got you covered either way.
Anyway, right, we're going to keep fighting, man. We're going to free the weed. Dude, obviously, I see you all over the Instagrams. You're constantly streaming.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't think you stream is being in the shower, thank God.
It's coming.
No, something secret. Someone needs to see it. So,
I was like, well, I got a request a while back because some people liked or wanted to know how I wash my hair, and I was like, well, maybe I guess I could just do a video like me washing my hair. I guess if you want to see that, I don't know. I'll just wear like swim trunks in the shower or something. You weird people.
Just shooting your up.
Yeah, just shooting like this is how I do it. And I'm like, noogies, they don't do anything to me. That's how I wash my hair.
Yeah. Shouts to Prevail from Swollen Members, good buddy of mine. Friends for long years and shit like that. He got big old dreads too.
Yeah.
How do you wash them? He's like, not very often.
Not very often.
And then I said, well, when you do, he's like, very carefully.
Very carefully? Oh, okay. No, I'm rough with mine. I'm like, whatever.
Well, he's old.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
You were hanging out
I'm in here
with
for a good time. Yeah, Squad
earlier.
was here and Everlasting. Yep. He's dabbing on some of their stuff. That was pretty wicked. Yeah.
You're always dabbing on rosin, man.
Yeah.
A little roll your rosin.
my little pamphlet here that I brought with me. Just a bunch of random. Yeah, just a little bit.
I like the
my little mat. Yeah. It's perfect. All right.
And of course, we were talking about you trying to maybe get the idea of having your own little rosin company and shit and doing some stuff.
Yeah, I'm slowly building that together. I'm basically asking all the people I know now what's the most and least they would pay for the best pound they could get their hands on. Because I'm actually making myself like a flow chart, so I need the price range for that flow chart. And then I'll have all my groundwork built so that I can basically squish a gram, look at my flow chart, and know, hey, I can make this at a pound for about this price, and I can give it to my customers for this. That kind of thing, so I can set myself up.
I know you've been doing some research and working on it for a while, man.
Yeah.
So, well, shit, you keep doing it, bro.
Yeah.
And every time you fucking come up to Vancouver, we just keep squishing.
Yes, for
I don't know how much we squished last
for
time,
sure.
man.
New Year's. I want to do a massive, wicked New Year's bash in BC. So, heads up, BC.
Oh, we might have to stream that one.
Yeah, we're gonna party like we've never partied before.
I love it, man. Well, that's cool, bro. I appreciate you coming out to hang out here. It's always good to see you. And of course, when you come in Vancouver, you're welcome. I'll be back on season 3 at some point, I'm sure. You're always back out there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I think we've probably done enough here. I'm starting to lose my voice. I got to save something for the weekend. I've gone over by about 45 minutes, or almost more than I thought.
Oh, there you go.
I think I'm going to kind of call it. Make sure you follow him, Dabber.man on Instagram.
Nice.
He'll be around all weekend. Make sure you watch him and support the dude. If he comes to Vancouver, I got his back. I hook him up.
Look for me out on the seawall. I'll be booting around on my board.
With a big Kelly case and a
it's the big Kelly case and everything. Awesome.
And a stack of fucking rosin. I love it, man. Well, you're a good dude, man. You know, goes around, comes around. Appreciate the solid yesterday.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Looking out.
You hook me up like mad when I'm out there. Gotta show the love.
Right? That's just kind of how it works, sort of. That's what we do. Because that's who we are. That's the culture. That's what they don't understand. They can't take this away from us.
No.
And they won't be able to.
Support.
So, if we don't support each other, we have no support at all. And it's more important than ever. The Karmic Cup is a fantastic event. Yeah, there's the kit. Yeah, I'm a pot snob, whatever. But, yeah, they've got a kit. It's cool. It's awesome. A lot of people never get to smoke that much weed. Super cool. That on its own dope.
Honestly, especially if you come from a place where it's like illegal or something like that, it's an awesome opportunity. There's like a shitload of stuff you wouldn't normally get your hands on,
and the organization, the level they put into it, the hard work, the effort, the whole, everything that goes into it, man. Blood, sweat, and tears, and the whole people, man. Yeah. And I give every one of the tip of my hat, whether I like their products or not. It's just, some people do, some people don't. Completely personal taste. My opinion should not really matter to you unless you wanted to. Like
I'm gonna be honest. You make a company, I might enter too.
Right?
It's really good publicity, especially if you win. That's amazing.
There's no reason not to. The opportunity is here for all of us. It's just everybody who takes advantage of the opportunity to do it the right way and support the culture, the community. And
support the community.
Right? And that's what will maintain the community and keep us going. We've been fighting for the better part of 100 years, and we're not going to stop just because of somebody else's idea of legislation. That too can change. Opinions can vary. And we will be here to talk about it all. I will be back in 2 weeks. Shouts, of course, to Vapor Essential happens here. But yes, Expert Joints Live will return with a special, not the season 3, sorry. But another special. I will be back September 21st with another special episode, preseason episode number 2 of Expert Joints Live on September 21st. Make sure you toke up and tune in. Stay tuned for the announcements of where I'll be and what I'll be doing and who I'll be associated with. Then the following show after that will be next announced of the preseason shows. Nice. Which, I already announced it earlier. Fuck it. Will be from Prairie Cup. I'm gonna do the Thursday show prior to Prairie Cup, which I'm hosting. And
later, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you, guys. Yes, I'll holler at you.
Sublimator Warrior.
Appreciate it. Just Sublimator Warrior, man, for saving the fucking day. Still feel bad to that. But yes, the team. Let's put it this way.
Tops.
So Team Shatterboo is likely to do well here this weekend.
Yeah.
We hope. We think. Fingers crossed. Well, they did well last year. And then Prairie Medicinal Cup is coming up in a month.
Yeah.
In between, I'm also doing another episode of Expert Joints Live.
That's intense.
That's all I'm saying.
So he's running around pretty good.
Just, you know,
He'll be all right.
Karmic Cup, and then Toke is hosting Prairie Cup. So, I think what you will of what the 21st episode could be. But it will all be made soon. But stay tuned for that. But yeah, shouts to the squad. Shouts to Jeff and the guys at Prairie Medicinal Harvest Cup. I'm looking forward to being a part of that. And of course, 2 weeks. Well, now I guess 13 days. It was 2 weeks yesterday. I'll be back, not next Thursday, but the Thursday after, for preseason game. Yes, number 2 to be announced, and then preseason game number 3 will be at the Prairie Cup, and then Expert Joints Live Season 3 will return on October 12th. The new season starts the week after Prairie. I'll be broadcasting live. Yeah, I got a few weeks before Halloween. Yeah. Basically, the second Thursday in October. I know it seems like a long time, but it's 2 weeks to the special, 2 weeks to the special, and then boom.
Okay.
Oh, it's coming fast. Stay tuned for
That's not bad.
some exciting new changes.
That's a bunch of stuff going down too.
Oh yeah, there's
Sounds
lots
wicked,
to talk about.
That's actually crazy.
But you all know that I've got my own studio coming. I got my own office coming. You got to come see the.
I've got to see this.
You got to be doing that.
I've got to smoke in this place.
Network guys. Shouts to Jade Maple.
That's intense.
We're all doing it, making it happen. Shouts to Al the Alchemist.
Wow.
Everybody doing it. Shouts to Studio
That's
710.
awesome.
It's gonna be the spot. And,
yeah, that's so epic.
Come season 3.
I'm going to try to set things up here, but I'm going to try to move to BC.
You want to be in BC, bro. Come hang out in
It's just
Studio
the market's
7.
so, like, fresh here right now to set things up, and then I can have my rep here, do my stuff here, and then I can move to BC.
You come out and do it with us, man. And watch what we're
I
gonna
do. I definitely want to go.
Yeah, you guys can start watching what we're going to do in Studio 710.
Beacon of amazingness.
Man, it is going to be crazy. Y'all got to stay tuned to watch, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it immensely. This was a great time.
You're looking at the future of cannabis. This is like a wicked, amazing beachhead, awesome opportunity / organization thing.
Wait and see what we got coming for you in just a handful of weeks. For that, I want to thank everybody who stayed watching for all this, who put up with it. Sorry, Facebook, you had the chance. You keep kicking us out. This is not the first time this has happened. Yeah, we're going to have to figure something out. In the meantime,
Facebook's hating.
You guys are awesome.
What's he posting?
I appreciated Hey, Lynn Mel.
Those moderators on Facebook.
Wild Dragon. You're waiting for that, of course. I'm sure Freddie was in there. I saw Red in there. 710 Buzz Factory. Everybody's in there. Shouts to
Danker in the corner.
Danker in the corner. We'll check you guys. Danker.ca.
Danker.
We'll check them. Karmic Cup is what we've been talking about here at Vapor Central. We had the 91 Supreme guys in the place to be, thanks to them. We also had the Honey Badger Extracts guys in here doing it. And my man's from Bogart and Seaway Valley Extracts, as well as Refresh Shit, Smoker's Guide, and of course my man.
A wicked lineup.
And the y'all from Team Shatterboo.
Tomorrow, boom.
Right? Yeah, coming on up. Lots to do, lots to talk about.
Tomorrow.
Of course, my man, Dabberman, doing it. Appreciate everybody who comes through and supports.
Definitely
Thank you for everybody who
try to
watched.
stop by tomorrow, too.
I can't wait to come back for season 3. I am itching to get back, but just gotta wait.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
for it.
Stay tuned. If possible, if we can sort out the technical issues, fingers crossed, we will have the panels and the speakers tomorrow on Pot TV. If not, I'm sorry.
Okay, yes. We'll see
we've got an audio issue that's not interfacing very well.
Yeah.
If we can get around that audio issue
somewhere.
Well, they're doing the panels here regardless. We might just not do the stream.
It just might not.
We might just have to do it on a phone. We might have to do a computer. We might have to just go fucking just guerrilla style with it. I also want to try and broadcast some of the stuff from down at the exhibit grounds as well too. See what's going down there. I'm gonna run around a lot of different places to do a lot of different shit. So stay tuned for as much as I can broadcast, be it on Pot TV, be it on Facebook, be it on YouTube, be it on Expert Joints Instagram.
Okay, yeah.
I don't
Instagram.
know. Just watch and see. I'll try and bring you as much as I can. And then there'll be a fancy montage coming from me within a week or two.
Nice.
Or what? Or fuck, maybe a month. Who knows?
Maybe a month.
Depends on how many things they have.
Give us some time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how busy they are.
We're working on it.
Yeah, I ain't promising.
Busy schedule.
In the meantime, thank you very much, guys. You're awesome. I appreciate you paying in. And sorry for yesterday. So yeah, so the story goes, I'll fill you in to some degree briefly.
This poor guy.
I'll save you all of the details, but yeah, there was an
not the very stressful parts.
Yeah, not the worst parts.
We don't want to get reworked.
Right? But there was a medical issue on the flight that caused the flight to get diverted, and then at that point, the flight became, I didn't get in till Toronto till late enough to be able to do the show. And it was for some bullshit that was fucked up.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And then even coming from the airport, there was issues with transportation, and then getting to the airport, and then getting to the hotel, there was issues with my care package that was there, that was just labeled, that was just not. Anyway, but moving forward, we got over it. We got through it. Thanks to my man. Thanks to the folks at Eden. Thanks to MMJ. Thanks to Temple Calix. Thanks to fucking everybody who pitched in. All the people who called me and watched. I'm sorry to y'all see me freak out, but I got into with everything going on, and with the little amount of sleep and food and everything, and all. If I told you
the phone call, man,
if I told you the whole sequence of events, and you just saw them stack on stack, it's just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll write a book about it someday.
I got a call. I was like, all right. I grabbed my stuff. Hopped in an Uber. Popped back downtown.
That's solid work, bro. But yeah, it just became too much. And with no weed and the anxiety and the panic, I went off the deep end completely to a place I go very, very rarely, and it was not a place I wanted to be.
Yeah, I know.
But
it's a
I'm
shitty
good.
state. Yeah,
my
it's
face
good now.
hurts and my ears hurt because of the 2 takeoffs and landings more than it should.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm all fucking freaking out today.
Soreness.
Yeah. It's really uncomfortable, and it's because I had to take off and land twice.
Yeah, twice. Okay.
So that fucked that up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
there goes my one stop.
Moving forward, we'll see you again in 2 weeks. I'm
tossing that behind.
I'm at Vapor Central. Please come support them. If you want tickets to the Karmic Cup, check out thekarmiccup.com. You can still get your general admission tickets for the weekend. Come check it out. Dabberman has his. Please support Dabber.man. Please support my friends at Cannabis Life Network. For more involved with those today's show, of course, yes, thekarmiccup.com, the Karmic Cup on social, Vapor Central. I don't have the links for everybody else because I didn't know who's all going to be here. I'm at Expert Joints everywhere. And production assistance courtesy of Cannabis Life Network. Check them out, cannabislifenetwork.com and at CannLifeNet. Studio 710 coming soon. And of course, what's on the pot TVs? In case you don't know, well, we tell you all the time. Sunday, the Royal Hour with Kush Queen, 2 o'clock. Monday, the 420 Lifestyle with Carly Marley and BC Budgal goes down at 4. Tuesdays is the Great Canadian Smoke Show with Freddie Pritchard at 4 p.m. as well. My man's everywhere. He's not on Pot TV with this show yet, but of course he's also got the 12 noon show on the One Man Smoke Show on the Weed Kings YouTube channel. Anyway, I'm just talking Pot.tv because that's just how it goes. Wednesday, From Under the Influence with Greg Marijuana Man Williams, Al the Alchemist, and of course In Between, the lovely Kush Queen. I'll be back soon for season 3 of Expert Joints Live. Of course, it's 420 to be difficult. That's my jam on Thursdays. And Cannabis Culture News most of the time on Fridays when Jer has time. Busy fucking dude. What are you gonna do?
Right.
Check him out 4 o'clock. Go back and check the replay.
That guy running around like mad.
High Noon with Alyssa, Miles, and some of the lounge folk. I love it. Going down at noon, so appropriately named. I wonder if that was just a smooth coincidence. CannabisCulture.com, CannabisCultureHQ.com, at CannabisCulture. Support all them. Pot.tv. And of course, the Instagram is Pot TV Network. He is Dabberman. I am Craig X. We are here at Vapor Central. I thank you very much for watching. Pre-season, pre-game episode number 1.
Getting everyone hyped up and ready.
Stay tuned. Season 3 coming soon. Miss you guys very much. I'll be back.
It's gonna be good.
I can't wait. And you ain't gonna believe what you're gonna see.
Nice.
So now, I just gotta say it.
Dabs.
Hit the music.